Welcome back to the Team Nerd Herd podcast, where our best advice is if you want to do it right, collect what you like. It's Wednesday. See, I got the day right today, man. I was going to say Thursday, but I got it. It's Wednesday. We're at a hump day, man. We did not roll solo,
you were practicing that all week, weren't you?
Dude, why you got to put me on Front Street, Jeff? Damn.
It was like, before anyone else got here backstage. You know, like I snuck in and I heard them practicing over and over again.
Oh, Aaron,
busted,
yeah, dude. I'm like, this is horrible. I can't even get it together. But
you were singing that Solomon Grundy song. Mondays. Was it?
Oh, the Case of the Mondays?
No, it wasn't. How's it go? I can't do it.
It's a long poem.
Yeah, Solomon Grundy.
Mm-hmm. All right. Just dropping it like it's hot, man. All right. But
All
we're
right,
rocking and rolling. Our special guest today is our fellow nearing Nerdvana partner in crime. We got Aaron Yeezy up in the building. And we're rocking and rolling, man. He's going to go ahead and each one teach one, take some notes, man. I've seen his long story short, man. And again, for like a comic collector in different stages, there's levels to this game. You definitely want to follow them. They'll go get to give you great advice on collecting. A lot of ghost books if you're looking for them. A lot of interesting things too. So you get a great dynamic from collectors that have been in the game for like years. So this is great to see. So, Aaron, thank you so much for giving us your time, man. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Dude, I'm excited to cross over into some of the newer shows that are on the channel and everything. So I can't wait for some of y'all to join us for long story short. So
oh man, dude, I'll be taking notes there, sitting all quiet, like I did
same thing.
I'll be like, I didn't know that.
Wish I mean, that. I think that's half the important thing too, right? That if you don't know something, ask a question, because someone else probably has that question as well. I'll find myself sitting on the panel, and if I don't know something, I have no shame. I'll ask. I don't care. Sure. It's information I want to know, and then that someone else probably had the same question too as well, right?
Most definitely. Yeah.
Google.
Yeah, right. Google's your best friend. Alexa. Hook it up with some information.
I mean, I work in IT. I work in IT, so being a professional Googler is half the job already. So
there you go.
Yeah,
that's it, man. Big Rob nailing it down. Big Rob, how you feeling, man? You better? You better from the cold?
Yeah. Monday I was dying, dude. I couldn't. I just I worked, but because I had to. But sure. I am I kind of no podcast, so I just rested. But I'm good. I'm good now. About 98% back. I got a little thing here and there, but all good. Happy to be here. I got a few items, not a lot, but a very cool items. So can we talk about the news as well and check out this versus?
Oh yeah, Jeffrey, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. I forgot what. Oh man, I thought for sure I'd muted myself. I was like, I don't hear myself. And it's because I turned the volume down on my headphones. Son of a gun!
Yeah, man, you were really
I almost got myself. Yeah, I'm I'm doing well. Yeah, it's been a busy week already. It's Wednesday? Jeez, it feels like it's Friday already, but it's not. That's how long it's felt. But yeah, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad Aaron's here. I'm glad to finally meet him. Finally glad to get to know him as well. And I can't wait to see what you guys picked up, because I know I didn't pick anything up. I've been so damn busy.
We got I cheated. I opened some packages that hadn't been opened in a while. So if you see my normal podcast, usually I had boxes to stack up to here, and then I actually opened those boxes. So I was kind of okay, it's an excuse to open them, because they've been piling up there for probably a year. Oh my God. And it was kind of nice walking down memory lane. Oh, I remember when I ordered this. When did I order this? It was stuff like that. So
nice,
dude.
Christmas.
Keeping it.
Yeah, it's exactly. That's what I like to do, is pile up packages and then open them all at once, because it feels like Christmas.
I like the part where you go, I don't remember ordering this.
Yeah.
And it was a great buy.
What drunk night was this?
Well, yeah. So we'll find out like when I show it. So I'll show. I'll tell
awesome.
you which one where I don't remember what I ordering it, but I was like kind of like, oh, cool. I'm kind of glad I ordered this thing.
I can't wait, my brother. I can't wait. All right, let's go ahead and get this roll call going, and then we'll hit you with the rapid fire questions, my brother. Let's go ahead and always use Nerdvana 14 for 30 days of unlimited cover price at only 99 cents. If you are just starting the hobby and you want to track your collection, I would recommend purchasing this. It's worth its weight in gold, especially if you have some other comics that you're collecting that are trending in the market. You want to sell them, whatnot. Get into the next key that you're buying or any other investment books. Cover price got you, so definitely use Nerdvana 14 for 30 days of unlimited cover price at only 99 cents, guys. And then over at Bird City, Laura and Ant, they're amazing people to this community, man. And you gotta always respect their technique, man. They got covers on covers on covers, especially those 8-bit buttes. And hey, if you check the catalog, guys, use TNH10. TNH10 sounds like a wrestling company, but it's the Team Nerd Herd 10%. They get you 10% off. Over at Bird City, you spend 100 to get free shipping, guys. Definitely remember that. And let's go ahead and shout out to the Four Horsemen faction. They're jumping in action. Brother number 1, Brother Rudy. Brother number 2, Something Wong. Brother number 3, D Anime, etc. And brother number 4, Glenn 2K12. What's going on? Follow these fellows on Instagram. You guys check out their collecting, and they're great guys in the community. So go ahead and follow them. Damn, I need to take a breather. And then you got those tantalizing beats in the beginning and at the end of the show or during. You got beats by Monster, our brother Eddie, also collector in this hobby that we love. Okay, so we're gonna hit the herd chat. We're gonna get it started. GT Key always first, man. GT Key comic with the keys to the comic community. What's going on? He's already hitting you with the rapid fire question, but we'll go ahead and hit the panel much in a little bit. GT. He hit us. He hit us way good with the question. All right, and then you got Lord of Brooklyn, BK for life. Let's see if Easy can surpass Batmite. Oh, Batmite had a freaking. I mean, I missed out on that, but she freaking digs. That girl, she knows what she's doing. All right, so we're gonna hit you with the rapid fire questions. Aaron, you ready?
Sure.
All right, man. So this is just random questions, but Jeff, go ahead and start it off, my brother.
Oh boy! Okay.
Don't choke, you better pull it through, bro.
No. You're a collector and a seller.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like the most about it? Like about the hobby? Because I mean, you can be both. So right. What do you enjoy most? Do you enjoy collecting most, or do you enjoy selling most?
I would say I lean towards more on the collector side than on the seller side. Like jumping on I like definitely jumped me to like sell more, but like I also always saw myself more of a collector than as a flipper. Like, I mean, there's like stuff I buy to intentionally flip, but most of the time, like it's to purchase something bigger.
No, absolutely. Sense. I mean, that's what we all do, right? Like,
right. You got to fund your hobby.
We were just talking in the back room. There's stuff that I'm never selling, and you're never selling.
Right. Yeah. Like, there's definitely like PC books in my collection that like I'll never sell. Like, it took me forever to actually find this book. I mean, this is a print. But like I finally got a copy like with it in the trade, and then the person I was trading with, they knew I wasn't gonna sell it. They knew I was like after it, like over several months. Yeah. So they knew they're like just kind of like they're like, okay, like what do you want to trade? And like I just threw them out an offer of like I think it ended up being like 4 or 5 books, and then they're like kind of like I think by the time I like sent out the 3rd or 4th book, they're like, I'm cool with that. I'm like, I was like, I still don't feel it's quite even, so I was like, I'm gonna throw in like 1 or 2 more items and just to like.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. See, that's collector mentality, right?
Yeah.
Like you always want to be fair, and it's just about the hobby.
Well, it's a good like it shows good like a good relationship, right? Where it's like kind of like, and then plus like if you want to do like future business later or trades or whatever, then it's like kind of like, oh, that person will work with you, you know.
Exactly. All right, Big Rob.
All right, mine is much more simpler. Thanos or Darkseid?
Thanos.
Right answer.
Yeah.
Hear the wife in the background, bro.
Yeah, she's like she co-signed. She co-signed, man. Oh man, here's a good one, man. We're gonna change it up, man. So if you're a movie buff, or if you use any movie lines, if it's like a one that you always use, man, what's a go-to catchphrase that you'll use, or like a movie line in your daily speech, man?
My favorite's always like because so I work at a school, like at a university, and I have to go out into the field a lot to like several different buildings because I work within networking and I have to find out why a device doesn't work or whatever. My favorite line to always use is like, "Who's coming with me, man? Who's coming with me?" Yeah. Like especially if I know I'm gonna need help, like whether it's like, oh, because I have to reach some like crazy high up like item like high in the sky or whatever. I always like to that's my favorite go-to.
Yeah, sometimes I'll hit a person with a yes, Cuban B. Because you got to hit a person with that, man.
Yeah.
Jeff, what's your catchphrase, man? Something that you use religiously on a movie line.
Come on, McFly.
Okay. All right. What about you, Big Rob?
Honestly, mine's such a deep cut. I don't think no one will ever get it because what was that film with Tom Hanks where he played a senator?
Dude, I don't even know.
Tom Hanks, he played a senator?
Yeah, it was like during the 1980s, and he was the senator that was funding the
CRG is in the building.
Mujahideen in Afghanistan to buy like get the rockets and stuff. And at the end of the film, there was a story being told by the his CIA buddy about a monk, and I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but he kept using the word "we'll see," and I always reference that. But it's just something I know, and I literally the only person I had to explain that to was my wife. And I told her the whole story, but it's always stuck in my head. I always use that for everything. We'll see. Yeah, you can hear in the background saying it. But of course, I use all the typical stuff, all the other basic stuff. Everybody else.
Can I get this backdrop?
She shut it off. He shut it off. He's like, nah.
That's when he used "we'll see." You know,
we'll see.
Well, you made it clear, dude, with any harm, man, on this rapid fire questions. So with that being said, we're gonna start the Mondo Mail portion of the show, man. This is where everybody gets to see what you collect, and you know, like what you're picking up, man. So you can either start it off, or you could pick anybody on the left or the right hand side.
Well, I'm already on the big screen, so I'll show this off.
Sweet.
So I've been picking up a lot of baseball cards because we're about to start baseball season. So I've been hitting really, really good with the Sapphire stuff. That's that's exclusive to the Topps website. So this is 2022 Bowman Chrome Sapphire. I did open a box on Instagram. Who did I hit? I hit a O'Neal Cruz rookie.
Yeah.
Stephen Kwan.
Okay.
CJ Abrams. Yeah, I mean, I love the design, like with the like cracked ice pattern, like they always do it beautiful. So out of these boxes, you usually get only 2 number cards. This box I actually hit 3. Yeah, and 2 are first.
Somebody got 1.
Yeah, so 2 are first, and then 1's a rookie. Ricardo Cabrera. So this is out of 25. I hit a Jake Berger rookie. This is out of 75. Yeah. And then I hit a Daniel Vasquez out of 99. So two Bowman first. And then I like holding on to those cards because they haven't gotten called up yet. So once they do, like usually like if they have a really good potential, like the price usually goes skyrockets. Like look at who is it? Like Jason Dominguez. Like he's just now getting invited to spring training. His like one of one first auto like sold for like 450,000, like in a PSA 10 or something like that. And
Jesus
that dude
Christ.
hasn't, and that dude even like been on the major league field yet. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, he's a Yankee prospect, so like, there's a lot of hype on that.
He's been a hype prospect since he got into the organization. He was in A-ball.
Yeah. So I mean, like, what his first card was in 2020.
Raging Cajun is
that's
JP.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, baseball's different. It's a different beast when you're collecting cards.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, like, because with football and basketball, a lot of those cards like hit up really high, like the rookie season and all that. With baseball, it can be like 3 or 5 years before a card like really takes off. So,
yeah. Exactly.
We do card breaks here on the show on the channel.
I did. I saw you opening the the Topps Chrome Star Wars. The Mandalorian box? Right?
Yeah, I did Mando and Alonzo did Bowman Chrome baseball.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Let's see. For Bowman Chrome, I hit a Henry Davis auto. This was actually a redemption. So
really nice.
Yeah, so it came back really fast. Like I think I put in the redemption and then it came back before the end of the year. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I was really happy about that. So
I still got to open my WandaVision cards. I haven't opened WandaVision stuff yet.
Oh, nice. Did you end up with blasters or
blasters? I kept finding them at Target, so I bought like 3 of them.
Yeah,
they're just pricey now. They're $30 a box.
Oh wow, yeah. Because I went to a card shop. They actually had hobby boxes where they had like individual packs for sale and stuff like that. I'll go up there every so often because it's like on the north side of Houston for me, so it's like an hour drive from where I am. But
how much were the hobby boxes?
I don't know if they had entire boxes for sale or not. I didn't ask, but the packs were relatively cheap, like less than $10 a pack. So
cool. All right, CRG,
we got to get you back on, brother.
All right. So do I just pick someone to go next, or how's that work?
Oh, yeah, if you have more stuff, you could show it off.
Okay.
Yeah, this would be you, man. This is
your call, yeah.
Okay. So I was on Whatnot the other day watching Pac-Man. I don't know if you ever heard of his content or seen him before. So he was giving away 0304 Topps Chrome basketball packs for free. Like right after LeBron broke the record. So he had like 2,000 people in the stream, and I was like, kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna enter because why not? Like, I'm not doing anything right now.
Shut up!
I won the box. I won the box topper. So the very last pack out of it. So it's an encased card out of 220, and it actually was a player I knew. So which was like the even more shocker. Carmelo. X Factor,
and he's in a Lakers uniform.
Yeah, he's in the Lakers uniform, and so this card's numbered out of 220. So I thought that was really cool. Like just to hit that randomly, and then like it kind of glitched out. So like people were like, "Oh, he's probably just keeping it for himself," blah blah blah. And so I made sure to like show it off like on the Instagram video somewhere, and then just like tag him also, being like, because people are like, "Oh, he's keeping it for himself." It's like, no, he mailed it out like he was supposed to.
That guy has nothing to gain.
Yeah. All right.
That's the guy from New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was chatting with some people I used to do podcasting with and stuff like that, like that are into sports, and they're like they're like, "Hey, where is he from?" And so everyone's guessing like Ohio, like somewhere random. And then like when I got the package in, I was like, he's from Jersey.
Yeah, you're like, got a hold of him.
Yeah. All right, so I bought this from Birdbird. Do y'all know him? Or have you met him?
He came in on Saturday to the show for the toy box and was looking in, man. And
nice.
I saw him recently. I think it was on a different channel recently, and I was like, oh, there he is, right there.
Yeah. So I bought this from him probably a long time ago, like during Emerald City Comic Con time period. It's the lenticular version of the Rick and Morty #1. They did for the anniversary. So that's cool. Something that probably didn't really age very well. So, but you know, it is what it is. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Rick and Morty, like especially since you know Justin Roiland's not going to be a part of it anymore, and you know he was doing Morty and Rick's voice. So I think that'll be kind of interesting how they. I know they're going to make fun of it and like kind of like.
They'll replace them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure
for sure they're making fun of it.
I feel like it's going to be someone like really close to it or someone extremely different from it. Like there's going to be no in between on that one. Some books I picked up from Half Price Books. I found the 8 Billion Genies, first print for $2.
Nice.
I figured I had sold all my copies, so I figured I was like kind of like let me go ahead and sell it or rebuy into it for $2. I was like, why not?
And I do miss my Bird City copy. I had a Bird City, and I sold it.
I had 2 at one point in time, and then I sold it too early. I was like, this isn't gonna stay, and then like it just kept on climbing. I sold 1 copy for like $140, and then another copy for like $2 something.
Yeah, I sold like a $375, I think.
Okay, yeah,
good lord.
But because what is it now? It's like $800 9.8. Is that what it is now?
The 9.8,
yeah. I don't know how many raw copies are out there still. Because I mean, with a print run of like 500, I assume it's like kind of small.
Yeah.
A question from GT. He said, "May I kindly get your spec or cover lover critique, please? Thanks on the 8 Billion Genies #9 Macomb I Dream of Genie exclusive. Again, appreciated." What do you guys think? You guys think there'll be a pretty good spec on this?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
I haven't seen that specific cover, but I mean, like last issue of a miniseries and stuff like that. Like, I mean, it's hard to tell. Like with like, especially with like what I'm guessing that's a store exclusive as well. Like, yeah, because like what a lot of those either like pop like super crazy or take forever to pop. Like, you know, like Bird Cities took a while to pop until like the announcement that like, hey, this is an Amazon property now.
Well, it's the last of a run, so it'll be less printed. That's for sure.
Right. But I mean, I feel like there's been a few stores that are going to be doing exclusives for 8, right? Like more than there was for issue 1.
Sure.
Because it was only like Bird. Yeah, because it was only like Bird City and someone else that did an exclusive for issue 1. And then for 8, I think I've seen at least like 2 or 3 that aren't Bird City. So, and then I know they have one to do because they're doing the Mario 1 homage, or have they already announced that? Oops.
Yeah. They announced.
Okay.
You're safe. You're safe.
Okay. I was just making sure.
That would have been the background music if we would have had it, and we were.
It's like kind of like, oh, we're gonna get canceled or something like that, right? All right, Art Brute #1. You know, this is a Martin Prince book. Like, I love Ice Cream Man. You know, doing a homage to Ice Cream Man #1. I majored in art history, so I was like, kind of like, I was like, I have to read this. It's got to be somewhat decent. The Wild Fiction, right? The Spawn cover. I mean, for $2, like, I think I sold through most of my copies I had. So, the Moon Landing cover for Department of Truth, what issue is this? 13. So, I think this is a low take cover. I can't remember. I just remember like, oh man, I love this cover.
Her art's beautiful, man. She kills it. I love her sketches that she kind of puts out when they're on sale. Jesus, man.
Yeah, and then I'm a huge fan of the Call. So Deadly Class issue 51. This is towards the end of the run. They ended this series at issue 55, I think, or is it 56?
I think it's 55.
Yeah, and then I always love picking up this cover whenever I can find it. 47, cover B. Like I've probably had like at least 5 copies at one point in time, but then like I would sell them because like on Whatnot they were popping up to like $50. Like eBay was like an easy like 30, 40. So I think it's dropped down now to like 20. But I was like kind of like, nah. Like I think I still have a few, but like at $2, like half of cover, I can't pass that up.
Shout out to the Pedillo. He said, "Cool."
Yeah. I need to read this still, but this is the last run-in, Lost Years. This is the B cover, the Eastman cover, kind of wraps around. I like how it's back to normal comic size instead of being that weird, like, odd, like, magazine size that wasn't really a magazine, but wasn't really a Golden Age book either. So
yeah, it was a little off. I have all the number, like not all of them, but a couple hot number ones. Yeah, I've been sitting on for a minute.
Did you see the ones they showed today online for IDW, the last Ronin, the online exclusives?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I know they usually do some pretty cool covers for their IDW exclusives, and what they limit all those from their website too, as well.
500, like 250.
Yeah,
it's like a connecting cover, and it's
what is going on, Cherry Key Metal?
I'm not reading the story, so I don't know who these characters are, but it's like 4 different type of turtles.
Yeah, so there's 4 new turtles in this in the series. So I think they're introduced in this issue like as kids, but then like supposedly like in issue 2 is like I guess when they're a little bit older and like out of the training phase. Yeah, so I haven't read the first issue yet, but like I know they're named in this issue, but like I'm sure people are still deciding like what's their first appearance, right?
Clean.
Where is it at? There's that one.
Oh, they're gonna really drill into these. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got 4 of them. Okay.
Yeah. I picked up not the 1 in 100. This is just the open to order cover. So I was like, kind of like, if I'm not gonna be able to find the foil, I might as well just get this cover because it's a beautiful art cover. And then
book.
Yeah. And I just want to read Static because I definitely don't remember it growing up in the 90s, but like but yeah. Then I stopped at a different store. I always pick up these Gwen covers. Like this is the Gwingers, like where they have like where it's crossovers, right? But this is Secret Wars number 4 from the 2015 series. So I always try to complete sets of that stuff, like where like you have Gwenum's first appearance like on those covers. What book was that? Like Guardians of Nowhere. But there's other Gwen covers as well. Like there's a Black Widow one. So anytime I find any of those out in the wild, I'll pick them up. Nice. I'm a huge Simpsons fan, so I found a Radioactive Man.
Like, my god!
And
it's a newsstand as well.
Oh,
so double whammy on that. Like,
no, you got Lord of Brooklyn. He's like, step it up to catch up to Batmite.
Did you see the Radioactive Man for Secret 7?
Yeah. If you're an action figure collector, dude, you might want to check that out, man. Super 7. They're doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where I kind of draw. Like, there's action figures I will pick up, and I used to be big into collecting Black Series Star Wars figures. But then, like, when I got heavier into comics, I was like, I had to draw the line somewhere. So, like, I was like, action figures can go.
Yeah. We're having a competition.
They're talking right now.
Yeah. Star Wars Darth Vader number 15. Thought this was cool.
Cover.
Yeah, cool variant. And then I found the issue 4. So second appearance of Dr. Afro, and the second appearance was only $8. So I was like, I'm not even gonna wait for a half off sale from the store.
Super underrated book, yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah. I mean, they have an issue 3 like on the wall for I don't even remember how much, but like every time I see prices for that, I'm like, I can't pay for it because I bought the 1 in 25 for $100. So anytime I see a raw 3, I'm just like, I can't pay $100 for it. It's too like for the A cover. I'm just like kind of like, oh no.
That's the one that you don't go through.
Yeah. All right. So I have a few slabs.
Friends for that one.
Yeah. It's up to a 4th print, I think, or something like that. I picked up some slabs that I hadn't opened the packaging for a while, but I knew there were covers I've always wanted. Like I missed out on this Amazing Spider-Man 15. This is a Tyler Kirkham cover, but nice, like dude. Yeah.
I like Tyler Kirkham's art, man. He freaking a lot of his covers, man.
That's cool. He was one of the artists that got me like really bigger into like picking up comics and stuff like that. And so like when I saw his stuff, I was like I really love his stuff. And then like it was great to see him explode like on Whatnot and stuff like that with the Invincible Bloody variants and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also like the new like Ninja Funk cover and stuff like that. Yeah. He's doing his thing.
All right, so this is the book I didn't remember buying at all, but I understand why I bought it. It's a New Mutants #1. Stanley art drawing cover, and it's a 9/8. So like I love collecting Magic covers, and then like add art drum into it too in the mix. Like, so I didn't remember buying this, but like when I opened the package, I was like kind of like, all right, cool. Like I'm glad.
You're all added to the collection.
Like past Aaron picked this up, so yeah.
Nice.
He took
so shout out to Furber. So I don't remember how much I paid for it either. So I'm sure it was like a crazy deal. So, and then he was
somebody breaking into your house.
No, I'm sure it's like my dogs or my dog is seeing someone across the street or something like that.
And at the bird.
Oh no.
Yeah. Bird's the word. What's up? T Ravis is in the building. What's going on? Good to see you, brother.
And then
Hyper Combo in the building. What's up, my brother? Good to see you.
And the last book I picked up, this is a Vengeance #1. Like I loved America Chavez in the Doctor Strange film. So I'm excited to see what they do with her. And then like at a 9.6 for her first appearance, like the price he had, I was like, I can't pass up on this. So I was like, I know she's like kind of dipping down in price.
Yep. Yeah, the book dipped after the movie, or
how? Yeah, so like
after the movie.
So the book like kind of dipped down, like books tend to dip down after the release of the movie, right? But then like when they introduce that character again in something or like tease her in something else, then it kind of usually climbs back up, right?
Yeah.
So it's a weird cycle. Yeah, it's like a weird cycle of like, but I mean like, yeah, just the idea of America Chavez, anyways, was a she's a great character. So I was like I like this book. So I didn't buy it early enough. So I was like I'll see if I can catch the second wave. Or
I still need to get one.
Yeah,
I know.
So I mean, this might be a good buying time. I mean, I have no idea what the price is. Yeah,
especially. Go ahead, Jeff.
I was gonna say, I just think I'll probably wait a little bit longer until we get closer to like Comic-Con, because I feel like until we get more news about her, it'll just be white noise, right?
Yeah.
So
like her and Miss Marvel are probably a good idea to buy.
I actually never had a Ms. Marvel first appearance. I've got 2 of them.
Oh, for the .1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great book.
Hilarious.
Hard to hit in high grade too because it's so thick. Like those corners, like with the binary tears and all that. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, and last item. So I signed up for a PSA membership, and they sent me this book. So,
really?
Well, yeah, the 50 of the greatest cards in sports collecting history. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so it's just like kind of like a history book, like where it has like different cards, examples, and stuff like that. So
yeah,
like great information. Like I'm kind of glad, like they sent that kind of stuff, like just to educate more people in the hobby. So.
Okay. For sure, man. You got a question from CRG. He said, "Who signed the New Mutants book that you have hanging right next to you, man?"
Okay, so this is a cool book. I picked it up at a Dallas convention. It is double signed by Chris Claremont and Bob. How do you pronounce it? McLeod, right?
Yeah, dude, that's sick, bro.
Yeah. So first print 8.0. Like, pretty cool story about this. I got Chris to sign it at Emerald City Comic Con one year, I went in 2018. My brother and I, we took a trip out to Seattle for that trip or for that con, and then at the end of the year, I went to New York City Comic Con and had Bob McLeod sign it. So can't complain. This is just the U.S. price edition, so this is not the Canadian price. If anyone's wondering about that as well.
There you go.
Yeah. I try to change out like what book is up here. Next week I'll probably change it out back to my TMNT number 3 double cover.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's
you got to change it up.
It's changed it up every so often. So this has been up for a while. So I think those are the only magazine size slabs I have currently in my collection.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Damn, freaking killing it, Aaron. Jesus Christ. We get a little bit of everything, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I had for pickups. So
all right, cool,
nice.
Man. Who's gonna be the next person that starts it off, man?
Let's just go from top to top. So how about Jeff?
Well, that means Big Rob's next because I have nothing.
Oh yeah. Sheesh.
Well, so
it's all right.
For
there's a
the
lot of
that
news.
didn't have anything. No, I was just joking.
Yeah, man, we gotta penalize him, dude. We're gonna have to talk to him in the back.
It's all right. I'll be doing a lot of talking later.
I don't have any books this week, maybe next week, but I do have 3 toys. So I'll show the first one. Of course, I got a G.I. Joe Classified Recondo.
Nice.
Of course, it's already out of the packaging.
And of course, Boba already got to him.
Dude.
There you go. Look at that stash.
Yeah, dude, that's
nice.
a Tom Selleck stash.
Wow,
dude.
that's a porn stash if I ain't never seen one.
Oh my god, dude, that's a Mr. Baseball stash, dude.
Bowie knife, 9mm.
I know about Mr. Baseball, dude.
Yeah. All right. So we got Recondo. This one are actually. Can you stand, bro? There you go. This one.
So this is what happens when you buy a lot of toys. You start talking to them.
No,
just letting y'all know.
He doesn't mean that. He doesn't mean that.
This came in today, Big Bad Toy Store.
You,
this was exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store. This is a Thundercat Tigra in this nice shiny box. I actually really took it out. You couldn't tell because it's like all acrylic, or not acrylic. It's some see-through plastic, and there's actually hands in there and another head, but you can't really tell, and other weapons.
Invisible form.
Here's the back. So we'll put this back, and here's the actual figure.
Damn, that looks sick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that whip was everything, right?
Yeah, that's from Super 7. This is the because I remember in the cartoon he would camouflage, he would go clear. So, hence, nice. Yeah, so this is exclusive to Big Red Toy Store. So Tigra or Tigra, I don't know how to pronounce it. Tigra. There you go. Another Thundercat, and the last one actually been this one I pre-ordered probably 8 months ago, or a long time ago. And it finally came from NECA. This is from the Dungeons and Dragons line. This one I really wanted bad because I always mention some of my favorite character designs, like Creature from the Black Lagoon, Boba Fett, and Vader. It's like all favorite character designs, but Warded is equally as favorite as Warded is the name of the character.
You finally got it?
Yeah. So I'll show you the packaging first. I already took it out. So here's the packaging.
Oh yeah, dude.
Nice.
And great images in the back, and I do have the other figure or this guy already as well. I showed him before. Here's the inside.
That's cool.
Of course, tons of accessories. His NECA. And here I'll show you the figure.
Just the sculpt work, dude. And they're using better plastic now, man. So I mean, you're getting more bang for your buck. It's like
honestly,
it doesn't break bank either.
Honestly, I think it's one of the better figures of the year. It's going to probably hold up for the whole year.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, that looks fresh to death. I'm not even into collecting Dungeons and Dragons, but this you got to respect the hell out of that figure, right?
Yeah. This is crazy. The little
that's a lot of detail.
Yeah, this little chain here thing that's holding this knife is crazy. The armor.
That's fresh.
But getting into it
no
again.
No concept. There's a live mic in the room. So that there's
all the 3D printing is like improved like toys like tenfold, right?
Yeah, tenfold, man.
Exactly.
It's so hard to not like dip and dab in it, like different parts of the hobby.
Oh yeah.
The armor. The fire actually it was actually not another accessory. I actually slide on the sword. So you can take out the fire.
Sure,
that's cool.
Yeah. So, I love this character design. It's probably what did he say?
Thundercats puts you ahead of Aaron.
He's judging these Mondo Mail Calls, man.
Yeah, I know.
What he's like
in the audience.
Yeah, he doesn't have to mention me.
You know, he probably didn't. He doesn't even remember you, bro. Like you're an afterthought. He's like that guy Jeff. You know, he didn't have anything today. So what do you got?
I'm happy to have that guy. I love that character. I remember I had that action figure, the original action figure of the 1980s. So I'm glad to have him again. So that was it. Just 3 action figures, no books, no other stuff. So that's it for me. Nice. And I guess we're done, right? We'll move on to versus.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let me get up in here, dude. Since you already showed your Recondo, dude. Thanks, dude. Thanks.
This is why Steve goes last.
Yeah, dude. They steal my thunder at least once a show. So I got Recondo, dude. This figure is sick. It's pretty sick, dude. I gotta say.
Oh yeah, we already saw it. Old news, bro.
You're old news, homeboy.
Yeah, was that deja vu?
I think we're not showing these guys.
Well, you can see why you're on the same podcast. You both have good taste, right?
Exactly, man. What about these? Did you show these, Big Rob?
This guy's
stuff. A month ago. You didn't show them last week, did you?
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago, bro.
And then I also got a head sculpt from Tony May. He's a sculptor. Does 1/6 scale, 1/12 scale. He was selling this sculpt for like the Killmonger.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
So that ended up coming through, man. Anything to like just change your collection up from anything like anybody else's, man. I want to try to mix it up, man. So I try to look out for other people's side hustles and stuff like that. And then the most heinous thing that you could ever get when you're a toy collector is loose joints. After a while, they just wear and tear. You don't want to get by any like a double figures.
Oh, I thought you were talking about yourself.
Nah, man. What are you talking about? But loose joints, dude. I'm old, dude. I'll break the shit out of my leg. But in looking at reviews and some of the other toy collectors in the community, I ended up picking up this Kiki's loose joints. Some people recommend freaking super glue, which will lock those joints up. So you got one too? Crazy glue. That's it, dude. But if you lock that shit up, you're done, bro. You can't buy that figure again. But this Kiki's, man, works. There's also other methods too. But...
Stop playing with your toys, bro.
Oh, what are you talking about? They're better than statues, man. You get more out of them. Low longevity.
Oh no! I forgot to mention. I did buy something else. I showed you guys already on our little chat, but I bought tickets to the Dodgers Yankees game in LA.
Oh yeah!
When? Nice.
June 3rd on Saturday.
Dang!
Yeah. All right, dude. Nice.
I guess we're gonna have to make a trip.
Yep. Yeah, dude. Go Dodgers, brother. But that's it for me. And so Aaron, Jeff got an ode to you, man. I'm paying you homage. We're going to go ahead and share that out right now. Let me go ahead and pick this up. 1 second, Jeff. Let's see if I don't want to... There we go.
Damn. Then dead silence. Let's do this.
Oh, dude. I mean, you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Make this awkward as fuck, dude.
No,
you made it awkward.
He told me it was ready. I thought he was just going to go click.
Oh, well, there it is, brother. There it is, brother. You ready, Jeff? Go ahead and start it off, brother.
All right. Well, we're going to get to know you better through these verses, so let's get it going.
Bam.
All right. These are going to be a couple quick, rapid ones. Ooh. So who do you like most? Deadpool or Spider-Gwen? I know we heard you talking about Spider-Gwen a lot, but I know you're a Deadpool fan.
I am a Deadpool fan, and I'm also a Gwen fan. Gun to head, Deadpool.
Oh, very cool. All right.
Yeah.
Steve, nice. All right. Well, with the new movie coming out soon, who do you prefer? The comic version or the animated version of Spider-Gwen?
Comic version.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, because that was the easy one. Like, because like I was a big fan of reading the comics and stuff like that. I just love the like whole like just the slight difference, right? But like Gwen lives instead of Peter. Like Peter becomes a villain, and then like I just kept on reading the issues, and like eventually, like when the movie hit, I was like kind of like, oh, this character's gonna be shoot up like crazy, like popular, and she did. So I find it hard to like let some of those books go.
Heck yeah!
Shout out to ICT.
It's a great character. It's gonna last a long time. All right, let's go, Steve. All right, one. All right, one more this and that, because I know you like to speculate. I know you like to, know what the market's doing. But just for your preference, what's the better speculation for the future? What's the better first appearance?
Ooh, I would say the Edge of Spider-Verse 2 has a slight edge over it. Like the 90s, like Deadpool, like just the, if we're comparing direct version, like there's how many copies like printed for the 90s? Like there's a ton, right?
Right.
And then Edge of Spider-Verse 2, that came out in like what, December of 2014? Is that right?
Something like
somewhere
that.
around,
yeah, I believe
some
so,
weird time period. Yeah, and then like you're talking about an issue 2 and a mini series. Like I feel like that's gonna have like a more. It's gonna have more gains to it. Like it already has like a 9.8 of like what of Gwen is already surpassed like how long it took a New Mutants 98 to hit like $1,000, right?
True.
I mean, now it's like what, I think it hit up to like 1,800 or something like that. But I mean, you still have like other versions of it, of the Edge of Spider-Verse 2, right? You had the black background cover where it's like a misprint error or something like that, where it's like either at the end of the run or at the beginning. New Mutants 98, you do have like newsstand versions as well. There's also what the Australian print,
and there's
the
also
price variant difference. Mark Jewelers, yeah. So I mean, like you have a few options with the New Mutants 98. I mean, like what a 9.8 Mark Jewelers has sold recently for like 16K or something like that. But I mean, I guess you would But I mean, I guess you would try to like compare the price of like what the 1 in 25 to like kind of something like that. But I mean, like that book still has like probably some gains to it. I mean, just wait, like if we ever see a live action Gwen as well. I think it. So I mean, like that just became like a 2 to 3K book on just the normal version, right?
Yeah, I mean, she go ahead, Big Rob.
No, I was gonna say the New Mutants already kind of like peaked. Gwen is not peaked.
Exactly.
Right, exactly. Like there's still a build up there's still way more upside for Gwen. But yeah,
her value is based on just the animation and her popularity alone.
Right, exactly. So,
all right, let's move it on. All right, these are the comic books you are currently picking up. These indie books. So, and I'm kind of curious on what Grim and Mindset's about. So, out of these books, what's your favorite read right now?
So, Something Is Killing the Children is still like my absolute favorite. I'm still like sort of kind of reading Department of Truth, like not as hard as I was like when it was first being released. Like I still read the issues. It's just sometimes it's tough to keep up with exactly like where they are in the storyline because they talk about so many different conspiracy theories. Grimm was a very interesting read, like when it first started for me. So basically, you have a character that's deaf. I forget her name. I think it's like either Jess or Jen or something like that. And then so she's taking a person that had just recently died across the river of Styx. Well, that person is refusing to accept their death, and then they escape out of like their purgatory and go back to the real world, and it causes like all this chaos to happen in the like the afterlife and the real world, because you had a character that came back, or you had a person that came back to life, right, that had passed on. So it's causing like troubles in their reality. Like by issue 2 and 3, they kind of like, I guess, focused a little bit more on like what they were going like for the overall story arc, and I wasn't really quite sure I liked what the direction they were going with it. So I mean, it's still a decent read, but it's still like it's not quite where I thought it was going, right?
Okay, sure.
Mindset's a pretty cool read, like really cool covers of like Raza and everything. It just basically like it just kind of basically like has a reflection on what's going on in modern society through reading these comics, right? Like how people have like addiction to screen time, and it kind of has like a like kind of a twist to it, like a kind of like Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, dude, I love that show.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
Reflection of reality, right?
Right, exactly. And then also seeing like a not too distant future, right? Of where we could end up being like slaves to like whatever technology or whatever. But yeah, something that's Killing the Children is still my favorite read. I still like. I know like a lot of people are hyping on the spec train for it and stuff like that, but I was always just a collector for those books.
Yeah, man. I had to stop, and I kind of regret it because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do the hardcovers instead, because then you could digest the whole story a little more.
Oh yeah, with the story arcs and stuff like that. Yeah,
and I think I'm gonna get like the hardcover, and because eventually they'll do a volume 2. I mean,
right.
I'm looking, because I've been looking further into the like.
Well, they're almost at that.
Children. They're almost at 30, right?
They're almost at 30, so it wouldn't surprise me if they, did 16 to 30, like because they did like 1 through 15, right?
Yeah. All right, Jeff.
Yeah,
true.
Nice. Yeah, I like Something's Killing Children. I did like Department of Truth, but it gets a little crazy, and then also they don't stick around with the story too long. Yeah, you're right. It only lasts like an issue or two, like an arc.
Right, exactly, like a story arc. Yeah, and then I was a part of, or I am a part of the Tinian like Substack and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting to like kind of read the side stories and like further detail into like he goes bigger into the what is it, the more of the lore, like more of like backstories of how they discovered Bigfoot, stuff like that.
Oh hell yeah! You gotta wear your tinfoil hat when you're reading this, dude. I got that dude, that 1 in 100 Department of Truth is baller. I have that in a raw, and I keep looking at that. I'm like, dude, I gotta send that to CGC someday,
bro.
The only one I have from Department of Truth, I have like 3 copies, and it's the baby one.
Oh, dude,
the baby eater.
Yeah, because that has crazy.
But the best part about Tinian is that he's a skeptic, right? So you don't know where he falls into the, like, does he believe in this conspiracy theory? Does he find it like complete shit? Like,
is he making fun of it, right? Like, basically.
Oh yeah, is he?
That's the whole thing about a skeptic, though. They're not there to like tell you what to believe. They just kind of present like the research they found, right? Or the idea of like what this conspiracy is about, to like kind of give you a different perspective on it. So that's what I love about it. That like people that are hardcore into conspiracies love it. People that aren't love it. Like it kind of crosses both sides of the fence, and you don't really know where he's.
Yeah, man, I got to agree with you, Aaron. Gotta agree with you. I love Department of Truth.
Nice. All right. On to the next.
You got it, brother. Bam.
All right. Now you mentioned the call. You mentioned Eastman earlier. So who's your favorite artist?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with the call still.
There we go.
I think I would spend more money with I've spent more money like buying stuff from the call. Like I bought a commission from him. Eastman's cool. Like I had a chance to buy a sketch from him, and then like I kind of like was further back in his line, and I kind of saw what he was doing, and then but I'm gonna have to go with the call. Like Eastman was cool for his time period and stuff like that, but he's definitely just like cashing in on like the nostalgia.
Every time I hear his name on here, the cow.
I keep thinking the same thing, dude.
Yeah, me too, dude. Jeff. That's his fighter name. Jeff Tikal. Tikal.
Oh god.
Imagine him having that fight name, dude.
Eastman's not an artist for me either. If I was a kid, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I mean I respect his stuff that he's done and all that, but I mean like I guess he was just like he started out his stuff like to be like a parody, right? Of Daredevil, and then like it just kind of like grew into something like way bigger than he could control, I guess, at this point.
Hey, he made money, I'm sure.
No matter what,
I mean, he bought a
no
tank,
matter what. Sorry, go ahead. Cut it.
Oh no, that's it. What you were saying, Rob?
Big Rob, what were you saying?
No, somebody's interrupted over here. I know it's forget it. Somebody's throwing me off.
That's the best. She's laughing at you because you kept cutting yourself off, so it sounded crazy.
Right hand was solid.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I would say that Kevin Eastman, no matter what, he gets a pass because he pretty much invented the Ninja Turtles. So
yeah, exactly.
Co-created
one of the people.
Co-created.
Yes.
So it has one of the most iconic covers of all time. So it's no matter what, he gets a pass.
That's true.
Exactly. All right, on to the next.
Bam.
All right, we're talking about these writers. Earlier, we're talking about Tinian earlier. So. Who is your favorite writer, comic book writer? I mean, these guys all have some great stories.
Right. I mean, Tinian's definitely like my favorite current writer right now. And then Alan Moore and Daniel Way were both the writers that got me back into like hardcore reading, into comics and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to go with Alan Moore because he's written so many iconic books, and then like just the way that modern stories are being told, like we wouldn't be here without him or Frank Miller, like just like touching like everyday subjects and stuff like that. I mean, like, or just like getting deeper into like modern like issues, I guess, or problems, like, and addressing them through a comic book format, right?
Right. Yeah. All the whole 80s thing. Yeah.
You kind of created the modern writing, you could say, almost.
Yeah. So I was.
You're right.
Yeah.
100%, dude. I agree. Alan Moore is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's at a different level.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's like one of those, like, yeah.
His graphic novel was like basically just it made people think that, oh, I don't have to write a comic book story for kids.
Yeah.
I could write it for adults. Like, because kids wouldn't get Watchmen, and let alone be able to buy it at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's his stories are well more mature, and they have depth to it. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Steve.
Bam. Oh, you son of a bitch, Jeff.
Yeah, buddy. So
you done did it to him.
Yeah, these are really awesome cartoons. I've watched all of them, of course. So, who's your favorite?
So the only tattoo I have out of all of these, I have a Simpsons tattoo. So, and like, even though like, current seasons aren't as popular as it once was, I still watch it. I still watch it weekly, like when it comes out.
Oh, good.
I mean, it's still happening.
Yeah, it's still funny, you know. Like, I mean, I get it, it's not like the same where it started, but like, has it ever stayed the same? Like, you know, they've gone through tons of different writers, different producers, and they've always adjusted to the time period they were in now, right? And it still makes fun of like everything that's happening. You know, it's still satire and everything. I guess when I also answered the questions and stuff like that, like Rick and Morty, like was like kind of like I still love that show. Like I'll still watch it. But like all that negative press with Roland and stuff like that, it was kind of like that sucks. And then yeah, Clone Wars, you know, that's always a classic. But yeah, overall, I have Simpsons tattoos, so I'm gonna go with the Simpsons still.
The Simpsons pound for pound. Any measurement, any way you can measure how great a TV show is, probably the greatest show of all time.
Oh, dude,
we're not talking just animated either.
No, all kinds of shows.
Just the level of freaking lines in The Simpsons, man. You could just hit. I know, like sometimes my bro, you know, like when you just go dumb. Like sometimes my brother will just be like, we'll just look at each other. No, we'll just look at each other. And there'll just be a moment where he's like missing in action, and I'll be like, and just doing that, dude. You can remember freaking Homer, and it just looking at Marge. Oh, there's tons of lines, dude. Up and at them.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Oh yeah, you were talking about things I say all the time. I'd be like, ha ha.
Yeah, 100%, man. Especially you hear that, and you're like, F you.
Yeah, F you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's beyond iconic. It's uber iconic, I guess.
Yeah,
I think they're the longest running sitcom in the history of the American television.
Yeah, it passed Gunsmoke. I know it passed Gunsmoke.
Yes.
Yeah,
but that was like years ago too.
Yeah.
They still have like 3 more years at least planned out or something like that. Is what I heard recently.
It's owned by Disney. They can go as long as they want.
Maybe the Tonight Show has overall been on longer on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only one I can think of.
But it's not a sitcom. It's just a.
Oh, it's just a show in general. Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Yeah. We'll talk more about Rick and Morty later. But yeah, I mean, I love all of this stuff. So let's move it on.
Damn.
All right. How about your favorite television show? Non-animated. So, I mean, these are some great shows. I actually don't know what Letterkenny is. So, I've watched the other two, but I've never watched Letterkenny. So, which one's your favorite?
I would say It's Always Sunny. It's probably my favorite. Yeah. Like, it's just hilarious. Like, the show is just like so ridiculous, right? That like.
It's so ridiculous.
Like, I don't know. Like, and then like it's gotten so like I like it so much. I've been listening to their podcast where they
have a podcast.
They have a podcast, yeah. And so they break down each episode and like kind of like why they filmed it this way. Some of their history of how they got into acting. Or just kind of riffing off of like whatever. So I mean, like whenever I found out that existed, I've been like a weekly listener now for that show. So Letterkenny is like what is it? It's a lot of wordplay. It's a show about like a small Canadian town, and it's like on Hulu, and then it's just kind of like it's almost like a cleaner version of like Trailer Park Boys. I guess is the best way to kind of explain it. But like there's just like they have like catchphrases and like and it's just like there's just like tons of wordplay like in the show. So if you haven't checked it out, like I would say at least give it like first season if you like it or not, because like I think they're like on season 6 or something like that now.
Oh damn!
Okay, so it must be real popular to be in 6 seasons,
Yeah. So it's pretty funny. So yeah, and then Parks and Rec, like there's just so many funny lines in that. Like I always saw that as like what is it, like The Office meets like some other like TV show.
The Office meets the movie The Office.
I guess. Yeah.
Freaking Steve.
The Office meets the government, right?
That's funny. Oh god. All right, let's go. I know I'm gonna kill you on this one, but or maybe it's an easy question. Which is your favorite Star Wars original from the original trilogy? Which movie?
It's between Empire and A New Hope. I'm gonna have to go with A New Hope still. Like,
okay.
I found the not too long ago, like probably like 2 or 3 years ago now at this point. I found the DVD collection that has the original theatrical cuts on it at like a half.
Oh, really?
Book. Yeah.
The tin can ones from Best Buy.
No, not even the tin can ones. Just like the plastic case.
Originals.
Oh, you found
like so it's like the DVD collection, but it has like the theatrical releases on those DVDs.
Yeah, is it the gray one?
No, he's talking about the DVD. These are regular. I know what you're talking about. They initially when they were released, they were released on the tin can exclusive to Best Buy.
75. What's going on?
And then they were released as a set, and I believe they released them right after that individually for a short run. But they're very short printed, those particular sets.
Yeah, they'll never print those again.
Yeah, so I mean, like, the only way you can get it now is if you donate to, or if you show proof of purchase of the that you own the box set or some sort of box set from the despecialized version. Have you heard about that version? No, so like a bunch of like video editors and like, or just like huge Star Wars fans like made a despecialized version in like HD or whatever. And then if you have a box set, you can just put in your UPC and they'll let you download it. So you can download the original trilogy. Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, that one on the DVD, they actually transferred from a laser disc to that DVD.
Okay. Yeah. So when I found that box, like I think the way I found it was on the New Hope, and then Empire Strikes Back, and then eventually that half price books ended up getting the Return of the Jedi version as well. Okay, so then I had all three. Yeah, so I found them each individually. So, but I found two together. Yeah. So,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I was just like, because I had been looking for it for a long time. Like, I found that metal tin version, like, out in California. I forgot what store it was. It was like a resale movie shop in like San Francisco, near like Haight Street. I forgot the name of the store. Yeah, but they also sell like records and stuff like that. But they had that metal tin, like steel sealed, but they wanted like $200-$300 for it or something like that, which is probably like really cheap nowadays. But like still, like I was just like traveling through town with like a band or something like that, and I was like, I can't afford to like spend money on like, instead of food, like on DVDs.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, do you have yours, Big Rob? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I think I do. I have it somewhere in here.
Dude, Big Rob got
it. I have it in this other room, and I don't want to go grab it real quick, but yeah.
No, right. Not here. It's somewhere else, I guess.
I'll put pictures on Instagram. How about that?
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let Boba get to that one, Big Rob.
Bam.
All right, who's your favorite team, Astros or the Grizzlies?
I'm gonna have to go with the Astros. Like,
boo!
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Trash can and all. So yeah.
Cheaters.
Hold up! Don't rip my shirt. Don't rip my shirt.
Big Rob's.
I had a buzzer to tell me, like, how to answer that question. So.
You seen your boy Cora recently?
Correa?
Yeah, no, not Correa. Cora, Joey Cora.
Oh,
The old, he was the he was the bench coach on Houston when he went to manage the Boston Red Sox.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and he recently there's something came about that he was gloating about how they were doing that during that particular year.
Oh, really?
I think there's like video of it or something like that.
Wow.
Idiots.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Why gloat about it? You won.
Yeah, I figured that like most professional teams like cheat to some degree. It's just like how bad you get caught, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they went high tech. That was the difference.
yeah, that's very true.
And they did it for more than a year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easily. Like
yeah.
But I mean, like, but at the same time, like they're so talented too that they didn't really need to either.
They didn't need to do it. Yeah.
No, that's what I have a problem with. It's like
that's the worst part about it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like LeBron cheating or like like
Tom Brady.
Like Tom Brady cheating.
But then like several years later, they proved that they could win without cheating as well. But like half those people that were cheating aren't even on the team anymore. Like there's probably
that's a Altuve, right?
Yeah, like it was still like Altuve was still on the team, Verlander, Yuli, who were the other two? Would it be Jordan and Tucker? Maybe.
Well, Jordan wasn't on that team.
Oh yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't until like 19.
No, it was just Altuve, Verlander, and that white boy. I forget his name.
Oh, Presley?
No, he's a left-hander, right? I think.
Oh, are you talking about McCullers? Lance McCullers?
Probably, yeah. It was one of them white boys on the. Not too many white boys on that team, so that was him.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean the Grizzlies, I definitely do like for basketball, but that's more recent. So big fan of Ja.
Very good team.
Yeah.
The Ja era.
Yeah. I mean, I saw him play in Houston, and it was just amazing. So
yeah. I like Memphis. I actually like their team, but they're a little they're too big for their britches. Their talk is.
Oh,
they gotta earn those miles first.
No, I gotcha. Yeah, they're still a young relative team, so yeah.
They're a young team, but they talk a big game, and I'm like, don't go that
But
far
I mean,
yet.
but do you feel like that's like kind of like the area they're from as well too? Like,
I get it. It's mentality too. So I'm not too against it, but I'm just like,
well, they're not from there.
Yeah, but you got to look at the landscape, right? Like, I mean,
well, they still need to earn.
South of you are better.
They still need to earn that like title to like be able to like dish it out as much as they are. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, they gotta beat Dallas. They gotta beat Phoenix. They gotta beat quite a bit.
Win a playoff series, and then we'll see where we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So. All right. Well, you're a big music guy. You talked about that you were in a band. So, and I'm going to be honest, I really don't listen to most of his music. I barely knew who some of these artists were that you sent me. I actually know who NoFX is, but I don't know like any of these other ones. So, what's your favorite type of music? Is it punk music or is it what is this, grindcore?
So okay, so grindcore is like a subgenre that like spun off of punk, right? So like they kind of like combine like the political aspect to it, but also like but they get a heavier influence from like metal music. So like kind of think of it as like blending between like punk and metal together. So it's like it's almost like an evolution of music, right? Like you're when you think of punk, like most people think of like either like the Sex Pistols, Ramones, like Stooges, that kind of stuff, and then like it evolved into like like into the 90s stuff, like with the or into the 80s stuff, right? With the kind of like the punk rock era, like people with mohawks, like all that, blah blah blah. And then eventually in the 90s, like you have like stuff like bands like NoFX, Green Day were involved into pop punk, and then through all of that, there's like, you know, subgenres of bands that like didn't really make it big or like got big in like in the underground kind of scene, and so like that's how you spin off of like grindcore became, but that was like a bit more like metal influence. But you'll see like these bands play in like similar places as some of these punk bands will play it, like in the same kind of venue. So
okay, so they're very similar.
So it's appealing to the same kind of crowd, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's just like kind of like on your mood of like what you were kind of like wanting to listen to. Are you listening to something that's like more aggressive, hard, fast, or you know something that's a little bit lighter to easy, like to listen to, where you know like where you can understand what the lyrics are being said and all that. So yeah.
So what's your favorite?
Just depends on the day. But I mean, like, yeah, it really does. Like, I have a very eclectic taste of music. So, like one day I could be listening to like the most random noise band you've never heard of, or I could just be listening to like EDM music or like some sort of like house music or whatever, like some crazy gangster rap or something like that. But I mean, like, I would definitely like say like, you know, a band like NoFX got me into like some of those subgenre bands because they mentioned, you know, like Crass or just like any of some of those like other bands that like that they were influenced from. So I guess punk would probably be like where I first got a taste of like selecting my own music I enjoy listening to.
Nice.
No.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I listen to all kind of music. I've never heard of grindcore in my life, so I was just like, "What is that?"
Yeah. So Brian, like, I'm on a lot of shows with Brian McClay, and then like I'll reference a band, and he's like, no one's ever heard of that band, Aaron. So.
You ever seen the documentary that David Grohl did for HBO? Yeah, for a documentary on the history of punk.
No, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, he you know, his name David Grohl, right? The drummer from Nirvana and Foo Fighters.
Yeah,
no, David Grohl is Black Crowes, right?
No, Dave Grohl is
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl was he was the original drummer for Nirvana
and lead singer for Foo Fighters.
Yes, that's it, Foo Fighters. Sorry.
Yeah, right. He's the one that did documentary on HBO for that.
Yeah, so and he had a legendary guitar player in his band called Pat Smear. He was the guitarist for the Germs.
Oh, so, nice.
Yeah, he goes into all that, and he talks about all different punks from. He does it more regional, like Washington D.C., LA, New Orleans, Detroit. It's really good.
Because it really does change a lot like that, where it's based regionally. Yeah, like when you're thinking of like DC punks and stuff like that, like I always think of like Minor Threat, like Bad Brains, like where it's like it has like that more of a hardcore feel to it. And then like when you think of like West Coast punks, like I always think of, you know, Circle Jerks, Black Flag.
Yeah.
So like, and then you can kind of like, if you took like where those bands are from and put it all on like a map, you can kind of see like why those sounds sound like, why that band sounds like that, and who are they influenced from.
Original, that's how I learned all about punk, because I watched that documentary. It was like really detailed. It was like 10 episodes or something like that. And he plays a song for every episode at the end or something like that. It's really cool. I think it was HBO.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
All right, Jeff. Bam.
Next one. Next, yes, sir.
Wake up, Steve.
I did.
It's delayed.
I know, it's super delayed.
All right. Well, we reached pretty much toward the end of the of the deck here. So we always leave with food on these things. So we know you like pizza. What's your favorite toppings on your pizza? What kind of pizza you like the most?
God, okay, absolute favorite pizza. pineapples, and jalapeno.
Oh, you're the man.
Oh,
sweet and sour, spicy and sour, right?
Or yeah,
sweet and spicy.
Yeah, sweet and spicy.
Yeah. And then if I feel like putting meat on it, I'll add pepperoni. But like, I used to be vegetarian for a long time, so like that was always my default pizza to go to. Like, I worked pizza for years, and like working in the kitchen and seeing people like put that as their toppings, I was like I gotta try this. Like this isn't the only order that's come in for this, and I just tried it one day and I got hooked. I was just like I was like, this is gonna be like my default. Yeah.
I gotta try that. I don't think I tried that yet.
I usually do. Go ahead, Eric.
It complements well because it's that sweet and spicy, right?
Yeah. Sounds good, actually.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, we're Asian, Aaron. That sounds right. You know, I was like, sweet and spicy. That's just about every other dish.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Racist.
Yes, I am.
But I mean, like, if I'm trying a brand new pizza place like that I've never ate before, and then they sell pizza by the slice, like I'll try their cheese pizza and their pepperoni, just to like get a base. Like, all right, before I try something crazy off your menu that has like whatever on it, like I have to know that like your crust is good, your sauce is good, like yeah. Mm-hmm. So I always use those two. Yeah, you gotta have those like, I guess like palate testers or whatever. Like how good is your pizza? Like if they can't make cheese pizza, like should you even be a pizza shop?
Yeah. 100% correct, dude.
Kidding.
If you can't make a cheese pizza, I don't want it.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Steve, what's your favorite toppings?
Dude, I gotta agree with Aaron. I usually will do toppers here, and I'll do like chorizo, pineapple, and jalapeno.
Oh, nice.
Rather than pepperoni, I'll mess with pepperoni too, but something about the chorizo and pineapple, and then the jalapeno, it's just perfect. Couples,
nice.
Man, I haven't ate dinner yet too. Fuck.
And we're still not done with the show after this. Sorry, sir.
Yeah, dude.
Murdering you. What do you want, Big Rob?
I went to
Aaron, what were you saying?
I went to a pizza place in Colorado one time.
Yeah.
And like I ordered pizza from there, but then they also had like the most random stuff on their menu. Like they had like barbecue. Like where you could order like a side of ribs, like like a brisket sandwich and stuff like that. I was just like kind of like, what did I stumble upon? Like I was like, are you a pizza place or are you a barbecue place? Like I don't know what to order right now.
Both.
And,
yeah, man.
I actually did like when I ordered a
brisket
pizza,
on your pizza,
and then I ordered like a side of ribs or something like that, just to try.
You ever seen the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes Returns? They're so afraid of tomatoes, and the pizza joint they don't use tomatoes. They use like random shit like mayonnaise or chocolate sauce.
If you're gonna do a dessert pie, sure, why not?
Yeah, just check it out. That movie's hilarious. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes Returns. But what's my favorite pizza, Jeff?
Yes.
I don't know. It's more like just like locally what place I go to, right? Around here, my local spot, my go-to spot is Felipe's. They have about 4, 5, or 6 locations, but one location in particular in this area or this city, this neighborhood or town, you could say, in San Diego called Mira Mesa. That Felipe's, then they have the, what's it called? The Works. That's like sausage, lots of onions, tons of cheese. It's just like really thick cheese. It's so fucking good. I just do that. That pizza is just, it's bomb.
Banging.
That sounds so good.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta put a quick call, guys, to my pizza guy.
Nope.
Yeah, you're probably extra hungry because you're baked as hell, aren't you?
Yeah, dude. Yes, human being.
When I was a kid, I used to like it used to be in SoCal. Uno's Pizza.
I remember Uno's.
Yeah. And they used to actually make deep dish pizza there.
Oh, nice.
I actually liked it. And I used to, everyone's gonna kill me. But we all eat pineapple on our pizzas here. So, yeah, I used to get a Hawaiian deep dish, and oh god, it's so good. But now I can eat whatever on it, dude. It works for me. Anything from like feta and spinach to the works, you know. So yeah.
Well, wait. So, can this panel all agree that pineapple does belong on pizza?
Pineapple always belongs on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Sweet. It's because like that's always a big debate like on.
That's because they're not cultured. They're not from Hawaii. They're not Asian. Like we have a lot of cooked pineapple dishes.
I don't know about anchovies though.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, I mean I'll try it just to try it.
No.
No? See, I used to work at a pizza place, and then like I would snack on anchovies, so like it doesn't bug me.
Okay. What about anchovies and pineapple? Because that should be a good.
Oh my god! Know. Like, I think it's like it's one of those toppings that like it's good by itself, right? Or because it's so overpowered. Like it's
might as
like,
well put oysters on the list.
Yeah. It's like one of those flavors that like it can overpower everything that's on, so it doesn't matter what else you throw on there. So like it's just best by itself. You know, kind of like that Futurama joke, right? Where it's like, I have one pizza with everything on it, no anchovies, and I'll have another pizza with just anchovies.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
Yeah.
Lord of Brooklyn, I actually did have Brooklyn pizza this past November. It was pretty good.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna need to get out to New York and hit it hard.
Tomato sauce isn't that technically a fruit?
Yeah. Yes.
True. Yeah.
I guess technically, yeah.
He got you there, Anthony.
Yeah. So I mean, but wait, that was the only way the government could make a pizza like a vegetable, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
To serve in schools.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good stuff about Connecticut. I heard the pizza joints are really good in Connecticut. I heard
dude, you got to get a burger joint. I want to go to freaking Connecticut, dude, and get their boiled burgers with the cheese on top. Madre. I'm getting hungry, dude. They put their burger in a they like steam it, so it's like much more.
Steaming is different than boiling, though.
Oh, dude, you know what, man? You're just making I'm hungry, dude. I can't even focus right now.
I was like, please don't boil ground beef. It's just gonna look gray.
Oh man, I'm so hungry right now. All right, Jeff.
All right, we can move on now. We can move on to the Weekend Geek.
Bam! Hit him with it, baby.
All right, we're gonna go a little more rapid fire on this. So AMC has raised their ticket prices for tier level seating, or at least that's what they announced that they're going to start doing. There's a lot of people upset with that.
So how do they price that? Is it like certain seats, like as you get higher up?
So the seats,
like
like there's going to be like seats in the very front are going to cost you less than normal prices,
right?
But then there's going to be seats that are kind of on the side, to the maybe even to the far back. Those will probably be like regular price, and then everything probably in the middle is gonna be like the highest, the premium price.
Sure.
Don't be surprised if it's $30 one day.
Man, dude, that movie experience that we like, if you're an 80s or 90s baby, that movie experience that you remembered is gone now with this whole dynamic change. I mean,
go for it.
Well, with the assigned seating and stuff like that, that kind of already changed the movie going experience already, right?
100%,
yeah. You got to beat them.
Well, and then like you have like the weird like recliner chairs and stuff like that. I mean, I get
different ones.
Like, like for the comfort
warmers.
They'll keep all the peasants away.
Yeah. Dude, you're over there with the monocle looking at them from the below. You're like, I'm the movie down in front.
Like, it's weird because movies used to be a big family thing, a big, social American thing to go to. But now everyone's going to be like, oh, those people cheaped out on their seats, or those guys are poor down there. Yeah, it's like, or these snobby bitches to the left. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna get weird.
Well, it's like, oh, they knew who to rob after the movie, right? No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, right.
I mean, like personally, like I never sit dead center of the movie theater.
You never usually get.
I like the center top row.
Yes.
Like I don't like hearing people behind me, or like just like I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with people walking. Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. Like, so I like to be at the very top row, but like towards the center.
Yeah, no, Paulo says he didn't watch the movies like a football game now, but
no kidding.
Imagine one day you're able to buy your seats, like like at a football stadium, you buy your seats for the whole season.
Oh god, no, they're scalp your tickets.
Yeah, you might hit a Cedric the Entertainer. Seats 4 and 5. 4 and 5, and just out.
I mean, I understand the concept. I don't think it's that. Just for the movie thing, I don't know. I mean, I get it. I can't have an argument both ways. So whatever.
I get it. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's probably there's just a way to make a little extra money too, as well. Like,
I feel like AMC's dumb because, like, and I'll tell you, I worked for AMC. I've worked for AMC, so I'll tell you that it's like they don't like money. Like they literally come from the pandemic where like all the theaters were basically about to freaking go bankrupt. Right? If they weren't part of that whole meme stock, they'd be bankrupt right now. There's no doubt in my mind. Right? They'd be filing because they were about to file right before.
Oh yeah.
So like this here is like when you do this kind of thing, you'll turn people off to go to the theater. Now, you know what? I don't have to go to AMC and go to Regal. It's cheaper.
Yeah, but they'll follow suit.
Yeah, they will follow suit. But that's the problem too, because this is how the theater business goes. Before, popcorn was $13 a freaking box. Like it was like $3.
No.
So it's the prices are just ridiculous for everything. You're just kind of making people, I guess,
them 13s clean,
frustrated because we're coming out of the pandemic. We're entering a border, I would say, recession. There's still a lot of things that can falter within the next couple of years economically.
Well, and that was the whole thing too about movie theaters too, right? That like it was like one of those recession things that like, hey, this is an activity that everyone can afford, like blah blah blah. Like
that's the first thing that people save on.
Yeah, I mean, so like going to the movie theater was like kind of like that thing to escape out of that reality of what's going on in the real world, and then if you're gonna like make people pay like a whole bunch of extra money, it like kind of takes away from that whole experience, right?
Yeah, it gets a little too real at that point.
No wonder you're going to be bringing 99-cent candy all day, every day, man, to save you on.
I already do that anyways, right?
100%. I might start bringing in real food, man.
I'm going tomorrow.
I've seen that before. Like someone just like not even giving the fuck, like bringing a whole pizza into a movie theater.
Right? And walking through with a glass,
I've seen it.
Real thing of water.
I worked at a theater. I've seen a lot of people sneak a lot of food in.
Well, no, like, I've seen people where they just didn't even care, and they just like kind of like just carried a whole box in, like, and no one stopped them because, like, I mean, if you're making like, I'm assuming the people like taking your tickets at the, like to tell you which theater you're going to, like, they probably make close to minimum wage. They don't care.
Course.
As long as you clean up the box afterwards, right?
Yeah, that's what you think.
Damn, Jeff's over there doing his damn due diligence.
I used to clean those theaters, man. I'm telling you, y'all some no manner having ass people. Some ghetto dirty ass people, man. Anyways, Wakanda Forever has become the top streaming movie ever on Disney Plus within its first release. And then we've all heard of the Rick and Morty thing with Justin Roiland. More reports come out. It's actually even worse. So there's a lot of things that there's a lot of reasons why he got fired, and those are all before he even got in trouble for, with the law. So he's pretty much done, and he's going to be off that show forever. Yeah, he didn't even talk to his own co-creator for like a year, or was it 3 years? Maybe no, a year.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't come into the office that much. Brought strippers around, into the workplace. Yeah,
he was literally Rick. He was literally Rick.
Oh my God.
He just burped and just said, don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Rick.
He went into the character too full on, right? Like where he became that character, and then
too immersed.
But he was also one of the writers for the comic book, so I think that'll be done with that. Interesting. Well, I'm sure. Like, yeah, he's not going to be allowed to do any more of that if he got fired from everything.
He was a method actor,
and also he stopped helping build that whole series because all he did was come in and just record his voice, and that's it. That's what he pretty much do.
So they're probably not going to be. So it's probably not going to change much with him leaving or whatever.
No. Creatively, I think it's the same.
Yeah.
Except even funnier now that they get to point the finger at themselves.
Right. I mean, which is kind of crazy too to think, because like Dan Harmon was going through like that whole like divorce thing with his wife.
But this is probably why he probably it kind of broke him probably.
Well, I mean, like if your co-creator isn't like showing up to work anymore, also as well, like that definitely would probably make someone feel like super isolated. So
I get it.
Yeah.
But still crappy.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least fans can be happy. It'll still go on, and you can always find a good replacement voice actor.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, all the hoopla has been in the game world is Hogwarts Legacy. So if you guys want to check it out, I think Charlie has done a play review of it. So go check that out. And it broke like Twitch records of viewing on this game. So this is crazy. And speaking of which, Harry Potter, there's an interview that was done by Steven Spielberg, and he said that he was actually in line to direct Harry Potter, but he turned it down.
Oh wow!
And I actually do remember this because they were trying. This is before they casted the kids, so I remember hearing this a long time ago. Is when they were trying to cast the kids, they were looking for someone who works well with kids. And who better than Steven Spielberg, who did like every freaking like awesome kid movie, right?
Yeah.
And so like I do remember that, and I totally forgot about that until this interview again. So I was like, oh, that's right. It would have been a totally different Harry Potter.
Maybe. That would have been interesting to see.
But do you think it would have been better than what it is now? Like,
I don't know.
See, I don't think it would be, because like by that point, I felt like he was like kind of jaded from like creating stuff, like directing stuff.
Well, that's why I think he was more jaded to doing the kid stuff because he was like that's all he was being known for, right? But he had started breaking out of that because I mean he's done Munich, he's done like he's got a bunch of serious movies that he's done. Yes, oh god, it doesn't get more serious than that. Yeah, but like, he wanted to go in that more auteur direction, right?
Right.
And so people are saying that he probably didn't want to do it because he'd go backwards, and he was raising a family at the time. So that's the reason why he didn't do it, because he would be away for like 4 or 5 months in England.
Oh, okay.
And that's like, how many years did this thing go on?
Right. I mean, and he would he probably would have had a better, or by that point in time, he probably was trying to like do that whole transition into like more of a producer. than an actual director, right?
Well, no, yeah, he would have been a director. That's what he was. That was he was going to be hired for.
Right.
He'd been producing a lot by then. He produced a lot in the 80s too. He produced Back to the Future, so
yeah.
Classic freaking movie for sure, hands down.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have mind have seen that. I think that would have been great. I think either version would have been great, honestly. So I like the version we got. So who honestly cares at this point?
Right.
And I mean, God, the game alone kind of just shows you how great those movies were. But moving on, there's been obviously it's been reported earlier, but Spider-Man Noir has supposed to get a live action series on Amazon Prime. So
shit. Okay.
Can't wait. It's actually going to come out.
Huh?
Who thinks it's actually going to make it to come out?
I don't know, because remember they got a couple other Amazon series supposed to be coming out too.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, what? They're still like Silk is still supposed to be a thing on Amazon. Was it Spider-Woman? Was that also a project?
No, Madam Web supposed to be a movie. They're actually shooting that.
Yeah, Madam Web was They're
actually shooting that. I've seen set photos.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It'll be interesting to see what I guess Sony does with all these different Spider characters that they have the rights to do stuff with. That's not like also like tied in with MCU.
Peter, yeah.
Let's see how they can fuck it up, basically.
I tell you all the time, man. Like, I don't trust Sony, but I mean,
they should just stick to their animation. They just need to stick to their animation and keep on knocking it out of the park with that. Like, I don't know why they keep
on action. That's all.
Yeah.
Sell out the studio to Apple or Amazon, and Spider-Man goes back to Marvel.
Yeah, if they ever sell Sony, that's doesn't matter who buys Sony or how much they pay for it. They're not getting Spider-Man with the deal. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, those are the small little stories. Let's move on to the bigger stories.
Bam.
So recently there was a I guess it's investors call for Disney, and they announced that there's going to be a Zootopia 2, Frozen 3, and Toy Story 5 that they're going to make.
5?
Jeez. 5?
5, sir.
It's already broken my fucking heart from the beginning to the 4th, man. I'm over here crying and shit.
I never watched 4.
You never watched 4?
Dude, the 4 will make you sad, bro.
Like, God, you got to watch the sport, bro.
Yeah, you'll be like, Tom, why?
Wait. Was 3 the one where they almost get like all incinerated?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, I never saw 4 either. So.
Oh, wow. You gotta check it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't get me wrong, 4 is not as good as 3.
Oh yeah, of course, but it's still one you gotta watch.
But 3 is like that could have like definitely ended like right there, you know.
Sure.
I mean, I didn't see 4, so I don't know. I guess I might watch it.
It's not. I bet it's not as sad as when that fucking pink elephant disappears in Inside Out.
Oh,
that shit destroyed me for like a week.
That destroyed a lot of kids. What are you talking about? You kids crying?
Oh, yeah, dude, that hurt.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, these are huge money makers. Why wouldn't you continue it? They were original ideas anyways from the get-go. So, I mean, continuing it just makes sense. And it's Disney. Yeah. And these are not going to get released on Disney Plus. That's for sure. They're going to come out first.
Yeah.
Zootopia definitely makes sense. Yeah.
And that was pretty good. I actually like that. That was a pretty good movie.
Yep.
Yeah, that one was good. The first one was good, man.
I never saw Frozen, so.
Yeah, I watched the first Frozen. It was okay. I didn't watch the 2, though.
Oh, my God. My freaking niece was...
I actually didn't watch 2 either.
It's actually pretty good, dude. My niece... I took my niece to go, and she was all about it, man. She even shushed me, man. I was like asking her. I was like, "What do you think of the movie?" She's like, "Shh, shh." Like I was like, "Damn, girl, all right. Well, I guess you're not getting any more popcorn."
I went to the live show at California Adventure. It was like a Broadway show they had in there for Frozen.
What the hell? Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Property.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these are billion-dollar properties. Who cares?
Yeah.
All right.
It seems like they have to get back to the basics, right? To like make their bread and butter. Like, I mean, it's like getting a new generation into like whatever series or whatever. And then
I also think it's smart business, right? Like you want to keep people reinvested in watching movies. You bring out you bring back familiar faces.
Yeah.
I wonder if Tom Hanks and Tim Allen are in it.
So I don't know, but I've also like the story-wise line. Those characters are gone. From if you watch Toy Story 4, I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
They die?
No. There's a storyline in there that will show you that they don't need to go on any further in the movies.
Yeah.
Why would I want to watch it?
Because it's about Toy Stories.
No, it's about Woody and Buzz.
Tim Allen, yeah.
Who knows? Who knows what they can do with it? I don't know.
And they even had like spin-off movies too, right?
Yeah,
like
where
you guys things. Like where they did bigger or got bigger into the Buzz Lightyear Space Cadet stuff or whatever.
The mythos of Toy Story,
yeah. So I guess like that probably didn't do as well as they wanted it to. So it's like kind of like, all right, let's just do a 5.
Yeah, we gotta go back to the drawing board there.
Jesus, do you even think it'll make that much more than? I mean, I gotta believe that 4. I mean, when I saw 4, and I was like, all right, they're done. That was a good way to shut it down.
I'll make money, bro. Don't worry about that.
Always makes money. It's kids. Every generation that's coming up is gonna have a new Toy Story for their generation.
Damn,
that's all.
I'm ready for the Happy Meal, bro.
The Young Toy Avengers.
Is that kid a grandpa by it now?
Yeah, dude. That's hilarious. He's done, man. He probably already has his kids.
He's now the grandpa and up, all right? All right, let's move it on.
You got it, brother. Oh, look at this.
Well, this picture came up out of nowhere. They released a photo of Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. Harleen Quinzel in The Joker 2. So I don't know about you guys. This looks a little freaky. I'm actually, just from this picture alone, I'm like, all right, she kind of saw me on the creepy crazy on here. So
yeah, she looks one French fry short of a Happy Meal right there.
Well, I mean, like she was already like a crazy actress, right? With her stuff in like American Horror Story.
Yeah.
So like, so I thought that they did a good pick on her, but then like I kind of got lost like whenever they said it was going to be a musical kind of based thing.
Yeah.
That I mean they could have picked a way worse singer to represent Harley Quinn and all that, but I mean it was already kind of like a standalone project too, right?
This is DC by name only. This could be any movie, any fucking character. It's totally
right, exactly. Yeah.
It could be in Taxi Driver 2.
Yeah, or the comedian too, right? Just call them Jake and Sandy, and that's fine.
I get it, yeah, because they basically turned a comic book characters into just made them into a real life movie that they would have been written anyways, right? Some thriller, crazy, psycho movie.
Yeah.
Like a Natural Born Killers DC version.
I mean, I love the first movie, honestly. Like it was.
Oh yeah,
it's freaky. It was deep. It was a play on reality, on society, right? Like
yeah.
It had everything, and it's just the hallmarks of a good movie overall.
Yeah, right. But but it's not
this
like a.
Would be weird.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a superhero film, right? Either.
No,
at all. No.
It's just exactly like Rob said that it was just like
it's
movie
an
by
Elseworld where no superheroes exist and Joker exists.
Yeah, it's just a regular movie.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what she's all about, though, man. She looks terrified there, like, and
well, she doesn't look just terrified, but almost enamored.
Yeah,
and awe, and like oh shit, this is happening. kind of thing.
She's like, I'm in love.
I wonder if they're gonna like start off from where they left off, or this is gonna be like a little past time, like time will be passed.
I hope we get a little bit of it right where it left off, because that was a crazy ending scene. I want to know exactly kind of like how did he escape?
Obviously.
or did they recapture him? Because like she's a doctor, supposed to be a doctor inside Arkham, so that means he would still be a patient.
Maybe they got his ass,
true.
and that's where he's chit chatting with her,
or at least he's
well,
in
I guess,
there. Yeah.
Well, I guess it just depends on how much they pick from her origin.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true too. Maybe she could just be another crazy in there with him.
Or she's a singer. She could be anything else.
Yeah. You're right. So yeah, I mean, look, as good as the first one is, I am a little trepid. I mean, cautious about watching this because, like you said, Aaron, I don't know about the whole. This is gonna be a musical.
Yeah.
And I mean, at least they got a great singer. So
I'll be there.
Yeah, I watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. Of course, I'm gonna watch it. It was a good movie before. And
I'm not gonna watch it at AMC though. So
yeah, hell no.
NBC with all those snobs.
I'm gonna go to Studio Movie Grill.
I'm gonna go to Edwards while I still can pay cheaper.
Good.
All right. Let's go to.
I probably won't see it opening weekend. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, Kevin Feige had a recent interview, and I think it was Entertainment Weekly interviewed him, and he was talking about the future of Marvel, what's going on with Phase 5 and Phase 6. So he definitely said that Ant-Man is the beginning of Phase 5. He's adamant about what's going on with how it's going to kick off everything with the multiverse. Also, he said Moon Knight's going to come back. Blade is still in production, but they are moving along. They also had a mention of the Fantastic Four, and I put there a little rumor that this gentleman might be playing Mr. Fantastic. We don't know. I freaking forgot his name just now. Hold on. I think I have his name here. Oh, yeah, I do. Penn Badgley. So he's been rumored to be the one signed as Mr. Fantastic for the Fantastic Four movie. And the reason why I'm saying that he's signed, because as far as I'm concerned, the director gave it away. So he said that they start filming this year? Or no, beginning of next year. That means that they definitely signed people, because you can't schedule when you're going to shoot if you don't have your principals locked up for those time slots, because all actors are busy. Mm-hmm. And so that means they definitely signed people. And then go ahead.
So are they expecting like a release like in like 2025 for Fantastic Four?
Yes. Yep. So it was supposed to come out end of 24, but they slid it back to 25.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'd be I would say first half of 25 for sure.
Let's hope the world still exists.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. You got Chinese balloons and Russian war.
UFOs, bro. UFOs. What are you talking about?
Mysterious green lights over Hawaii.
You're hoping that's the one that takes us out?
No propulsion, bro. What are you talking about? Little objects ain't a balloon.
All right. Also,
we landed on the moon.
Deadpool 3 is going to be a rated R movie. There's no more doubt about it. He hasn't announced that. And there's a rumor that Patrick Stewart might be in it. Because this takes place before Logan, timeline wise, and he has actually been told to stand by.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. And also he mentioned a little bit about Peter Parker. So they have the story for the fourth movie already locked down. They now are just they have their writers writing it now. So they're in pre-production. Who doesn't think Tom Holland is going to come back? You're on your mind. That's a lot of money. Because he didn't make money on these first three. It's not like he had a piece of the pie. It's not like he got paid a whole bunch of money for his roles as Spider-Man for each of these movies, because he was an unknown actor when they signed him, and he signed a movie deal. So that's what he was locked into, and now he's going to get paid. And I don't know what you guys think. Are you guys excited about all these news, or?
Yeah, man. I mean, any news is good news when it comes to Marvel. They got to keep the steam going, man. I mean, I'm happy to hear that Blade is already. I mean, they're already starting to make moves on it. They have the writer. Everything's been locked down. So for me, Blade, I want to see what they do with that. I'm hearing Ant-Man has not got good reviews as of now.
I heard 50-50.
Yeah, but
that's like critic reviews, right?
Yeah,
that's all critic review, but I don't trust critic reviews.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they're never usually a good judge on like superhero films, right? They always judge them super low, and then like as soon as that audience members like start seeing it, that's when like the reception becomes better, right? Because it's like,
and it's a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
A sci-fi movie, you lose a lot of people with the depth of a movie sometimes, or how sci-fi it is. I mean, that's why I think about Star Trek. I always thought Star Trek had some decent movies, and it never got that as popular.
And it's also it's digging into Kang too, right? Like, who's really gonna know who Kang is unless like you're a comic fan?
Yeah, you got to go with the growing pains. You got to understand that it's a Marvel. It's been, how long has Marvel movies been going on? 30 movies? Over a dozen years, a baker dozen, like 15 years, 2008. So if you don't know how these things go, that there's a bigger story behind it, so you might not get everything. Sure, then you haven't been alive for the last 15 years.
Oh, and it's the beginning of a new phase too, right? Like, it's a transition film. I'm excited about Deadpool. Yeah, I'm excited about Deadpool being a rated R film. I mean, we all kind of knew that was going to happen. So,
dude, if it wasn't, we riot, dude. That
right, exactly. Like, no one would see a Marvel film again, right?
Yeah, dude.
You seen Hugh Jackman? He's back at the gym.
Dude, he's posting those pictures. He's crazy.
He's getting jacked. Yeah, he's getting jacked.
Son.
I think he might actually be. This might be the most jacked Wolverine will ever get, and he's going to be, how old is he? He's like 60 something.
I don't know. Days of Future Past, he's pretty jacked though.
Yeah. Whatever the case may be, dude, I can't wait. I love Deadpool movies; they're hilarious. Yeah, and with it not being rated R would have just totally ruined it. It would just be like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, well, we were promised that a long time ago, and he's, I don't know how everyone kept saying, it's just gonna be PG-13. They're gonna ruin Deadpool. Oh, he's gonna MCU'd. He's gonna get Marveled. He's gonna get Disneyfied. You guys can all screw yourself. it is a rated R movie.
That's all the Snyderverse people.
Yeah, it's all those like people who are like, oh no, it's Disney's humor in every movie. It's just like, what?
Get off my lawn.
I'm sorry. Life has cries and laughs.
Yeah,
all through it. That's part of life. Sorry.
Well, boy just got his ticket for tomorrow. Woo! All right, cool.
I can't wait.
I'm excited to see what they do with Spider-Man too. Like, especially the way they left off the teaser at the end of the third film.
Yes.
Yeah, Venom, right?
With the symbiote still being in the MCU universe now. Like, I mean, so like, yeah, I mean, so it'd be interesting to see if they tie in like some of the stuff, like, because there's a lot of rumors about like Secret Wars being like kind of like what they're building up to, or like a Avengers versus X-Men kind of thing. And then like with the Secret Wars rumor, like it's supposed to be like a combination of like the original storyline and then also the 2015 Secret Wars. So, I mean, that'd be almost like too perfect, right? So to kind of like sneak in the symbiote and tie it to Spider-Man somehow.
I would like that to happen, but because it happens like when we get actual Secret Wars, or okay, maybe you could say Kang Dynasty is the first part of Secret Wars, right? I don't know how far away was that. 25.
Yeah,
is when those movies going to come out. It might be 26 now because they might have got pushed.
Right.
But what level, like which Spider-Man movie are we going to be at that point? Are we going to be at 5? Are we going to be at 4? Are we going to be at 6?
5,
like I would hope for sure that I hope it's 4, because then we can start off his new trilogy with the black suit. And then the repercussions of having it and getting rid of it and what it does to his life. Right. Because especially now that he has a secret identity, no one knows who he is. If they saw his face, they wouldn't know who the hell Peter Parker was in the first place. There's a lot of things there, and he's going to college. So, I mean, I like that play with that, right? The whole turning dark kind of thing too. So I would enjoy that if they did it earlier. I don't want them to do it like 6.
Or like because or just even in 5 would almost seem like it'd be too late too, right? Because then the 6 would be like, because then like the 6th movie would have to be like him getting rid of the symbiote and like the repercussions of that, and what leads into like whatever next. But I'm not a movie producer. So MCU's gonna do whatever they want.
Exactly. Well, I trust Feige again. Like, sure, there's some stuff that are like, that movie was okay, or that show was okay, but overall, I can't complain.
No.
All right. Well, with all that said, there's that's right. There were Super Bowl trailers. So we got Creed 3, we got Indiana Jones, we got what is that? Dungeons and Dragons. We got a little spot for that. We got a Transformers spot. We got Fast and Furious 10 or Fast X. We got Guardians of the Galaxy 3. There was a few more in there, but these are the ones we'll probably talk about. What did you guys like? Which ones did you care about? Oh yeah, there was the Flash, but we'll get to that one after this. So which commercial or trailer did you guys like?
Yeah, shout out to
so I hate to say it, I didn't see any of these. My band was playing a show that night.
Oh okay.
Yeah. So I still need to catch up on that. But I mean, like, I think did I watch any of these? I think I might have watched the Guardians one, which I was already pretty
excited. You
probably
watched Guardians or the Flash, right?
Yeah, I think those were the 2 most talked about.
Most talked about, the most viewed as Fast Furious.
Was it really?
Are you serious? Most viewed Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Oh, the trailers.
Which is crazy.
That's so
China,
cool.
bro.
I mean, those titles in Japan are hilarious. If you've never seen the Japanese titles that translate back to English, it's funny. So look it up on the internet, if you will. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it's really funny.
I'll have to check it
awesome.
out.
Yeah.
Creed 3, I want to boycott it because they literally snatched that from Stallone.
What did you say? Creed 3?
Yeah, that's they pushed out Stallone. They completely did not respect him at all, and they pretty much stole the whole Rocky theme from him, and he ain't getting shit for this for Creed. He's out.
He's out completely?
Yeah, he's completely out. Yeah. He's talking shit about it the other day.
Well, I mean, like, why are you upset about it?
And like, dude, that's his baby. That's his fucking creation. Why you push out the creator for some other?
Because he sold it.
No, he didn't sell it, dude.
Yeah, he did sell it, sir. His rights to Rocky were sold for the first Rocky movie to be made. That's how he got the money, the capital to make.
I know, that was 1976, bro.
That's the thing. They own the whole Rocky thing, like since 1976. Like, what do you? I get what you're saying. Like, I understand. Like, from our point of view as a fan and stuff. Oh, that sucks. You know, they pushed out Rocky, who created and everything. But
been writing them as well.
He sold the rights. He made money. He made money off of everything he's done for it.
Well,
but I get what you're saying. Like but that's Hollywood. Like, he sold it.
Yo,
like,
I don't know. Rob, you could tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish, bro.
It's like it's like comic books, right? It's like McFarlane made Venom. Well, he doesn't have the rights to him. That's the thing.
Doesn't matter. I don't care.
Respect your elders, Jeff. God.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Talking about, I am older.
That's Stallone?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Respect your elders.
Well, I'm pretty sure he sold it to someone older than him.
He got pretty much pushed into it. Like, yeah, he had to do it.
I do. I agree. I don't believe. At
least in the rest of the sequels and Creed 1 and 2, he was part of the project. They asked for his opinion. He was brought in. He helped write stories. This one, they told him, take a hike, old man. We don't need you.
I get it.
It's disrespectful.
I'm not totally disagreeing with you. I'm just saying there is another side to it where it's like, but you made the deal. But I get it. Back then, people get swindled for their art and their creation and stuff like that. So I get it.
It's like at least they go back to George Lucas for Star Wars and they ask for his opinion. That doesn't mean they're going to take it, but at least they ask.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Or he has someone that represents him, right?
Yeah. I get it. I get it. There's an argument both ways. So. Any of the other things that you liked at all, Big Rob?
Oh yeah, obviously the Flash comic, like an art, a little bubble. That was pretty amazing. So, Indiana Jones, they barely showed anything. It was literally just a teaser, a really small teaser. The Transformers original trailer was way better. This was just like a teaser.
Yeah, more character focused.
I'm still saying the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer that I saw at San Diego Comic-Con was 1,000,000 times better than anything they released to the public.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they weren't. Yeah, I knew they weren't going to release that one.
Yeah, that trailer was epic. What's the guy with the? Oh, that's Fast and Furious, and
that's Momoa.
Yeah, and I gave up a long time on those, dude.
Yeah, now they're freaking driving down a dam, dude. I was like, oh my gosh.
Trying to make it happen.
They already went to space, so like, where's the next frontier go from?
Yeah, dude.
Like, do they get like a DeLorean or something like that and go 88 and like
back to the future? Impossible to space, bro. That's the funniest shit.
He's gonna drive into a black hole and like skid out of it.
He's gonna come back, dude.
It's like
family.
Go
back in time. He's gonna back to the future.
Family.
You don't turn your back on things.
Yeah, dude. I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
I don't disagree, Apollo, but it's not my type of movie. It just isn't. It got ridiculous after a while.
He might have to live his life at parsecs at a time now.
You're right. Jeez, man. He's gonna come up with a new franchise.
Yeah, I don't want Vin Diesel driving the spaceship for me. I'm good.
Dude, if there's a Fast and Furious Double X, dude. They might as well go triple X, right?
Oh, then he went full circle, right? If they go triple
X.
Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Where's Ice Cube, bro?
I don't want to spoil it, but and I haven't heard anything from anybody I know. Okay. But there is a rumor going around of who's going to die in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So if you don't want to be spoiled, shut this off for like a minute or two. But there's a reason why I put those logos there. So if you look inside the Guardians of the Galaxy colors, inside the actual logo itself, that gives away who's going to die. So I'm not going to say who's going to die, but I'm thinking there's going to be at least one, if not two deaths. And we can all guess who one of them is. That person has said it so many times.
But that's been a rumor for such a long time too, right?
Well, here's the thing. If you go watch it, and here's why I put those logos up, because if you go look at the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 logo, and then you look at the Volume 2 logo, those colors coordinate the person who died in those movies.
Oh, that's a good point.
So,
It's no secret. It's Drax. I know Drax dies.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
And my money is that Star-Lord dies.
No, it's Rocket. So Rocket and Drax are going to be gone. Star-Lord's going to live.
Well, the original trailer at San Diego Comic-Con, the way they edited that trailer, they make you believe that Rocket dies.
That's why they're never going to show that trailer ever.
But I assume when I watched that trailer, I got the impression that it's just more than two people are going to die. A bunch of them are going to die.
I mean, Kraglin could die. There's a bunch of people who could die. I
could see just Gamora and Mantis surviving. Everybody else is, and maybe Nebula, but I can see everybody else dying.
I already heard. Okay, so I heard a rumor though that Chris Pratt will be in the Secret Wars movie.
Don't you dare ruin it.
Well, that's a long time from now, dude. That's
That's
like 10 films from now.
I get it, but
yeah, even what's his name? Robert Downey Jr. is going to be in that.
True.
Yeah. They could definitely die now and come back later. That's no big problem. Multiverse, bro.
True. I just don't think he'll die because
all these dudes could die. It doesn't matter anymore who dies.
No. If they die, they're not gonna die in their own title. So like that, he's out of all the Guardians of the Galaxy, he's the main guy, right? He is the main person. So like, you're just not gonna kill Iron Man in an Iron Man movie. You're not gonna kill Cap in a Cap movie.
We'll see.
You're not gonna kill Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Falcon dies.
Oh, big Rob. Hit him with a we'll see, big Rob.
We'll see, bro. We'll see.
All right, Mr. No one gets your movie reference quote.
I'm gonna look that up, bro.
But yeah, that's just my guess, and that's what I've heard. So we'll see.
All right. Should I hit the next one, Jeff?
Yeah, it's the last one.
Bam.
There you go.
This shit right here, son.
Before you move forward, it's Charlie Wilson's War. Look it up.
Your movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that movie.
Yeah, Charlie Wilson's War.
I know that movie. That's actually a good movie.
We'll go see it, dude.
And the guy who says it is Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yeah, he says it at the end of the film to Tom Hanks.
Oh, nice.
Oh, crap. I remember that scene, you SOB. Yeah, I remember that scene.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right. Well, the Flash trailer is the biggest buzz. Besides Fast, Furious. And everyone keeps saying it's going to be good. So we finally got to see the trailer. What did you guys say? I mean, You get to see him. We actually get what the story is about now, right? Mm-hmm. He goes back in time. He wants to fix something that happened in the present with Ben Affleck. Whatever something happened, if he wants to fix all those people who died in the Zod attacks and the whole doomsday stuff, and maybe he wants to fix all of that and go back in time. And also he finds a way that maybe he can have the time where his mom doesn't die.
Right.
Because if you guys know,
which is
if you don't know his origin story.
Yeah. I mean, but that's like the origin for Flashpoint, right?
Yeah, it's a Flashpoint paradox. It's definitely the Flashpoint storyline where his mother died when he was a kid. Yeah. His father gets arrested for killing her. Well, he didn't kill her, but he gets framed, and then he becomes the Flash eventually, right? So because he has the power to go back in time, that's pretty much what anybody would do with their power, right? They would go back and change something bad that happened to them in the past. Right. So that's what he does. He tries to save his mother, and he finds a world that his mother survives. I'm guessing he's only found one world where he probably travels to a bunch of them or different timelines, and this is the only one, and it just happens to be Keaton's Batman world. And this is like Earth 89. And there's no metahumans. Batman's the only superhero in the whole freaking world. That's crazy. And Zod still comes. And so this is going to be like a cool movie. He's got like in Flashpoint, he loses his powers when he goes back in time. Right? So now you can... go ahead.
Well, but instead of running into Bruce Wayne in the future, he runs into his father?
Thomas. Yeah, Wayne. He runs into... So in that world, in Flashpoint, Thomas Wayne is the one who survives Crime Alley. His wife and his son is killed in Crime Alley. So I'm sorry, I take that back. Their son dies in Crime Alley, not the parents. The parents survive.
Right.
The Thomas Wayne becomes Batman, and his mother becomes the Joker.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a crazy world. Also in that world, Atlantis is at war with the Mascara, and it's a world war that's going on. So billions of people are dying. There's all kinds of other little tidbits in there. Like Superman is captured by the government when he arrives. So there's no Superman in the world, basically. It's a really messed up. It's a good damn story. Go read it. But this is what they're doing. It's the movie version of it. And I think they replaced a lot of good stuff. Like instead of Superman, it's his cousin Kara, who's the one who's captured by the government. Instead of it being Thomas Wayne, we're getting Keaton Batman as the person he sees. What else is there? The war the world war that's happening. It's the event of Zod coming to Earth instead of the Atlantis the Mascara war. So I mean, like this is gonna be crazy the way they replaced everything, the way they tied it in. And if you notice, there's 2 Barrys there. There's gonna be multiple Barry Allens in this movie. There's gonna be multiple Flashes in this movie, and the colors on those berries are done on purpose. There's one in red and there's one in yellow. So if you know the Flash lore, then you'll know what that means. It's a real crazy twist on his villains, on his stories. And that is not Christian Bale Batman. That is definitely not. It's Ben Affleck. And also, there's going to be a whole bunch of freaking Batman suits in this. So I can't wait to see it. If you guys notice on the top right, that was not in the original trailer. But there's another trailer that came out, and it shows a lot more. That's all the Michael Keaton Batman suits if he's worn in his universe. One of them is the original Batman 89 suit, which is in the back left. The font on the back right is the Batman Returns. The two on the far right are actually made from toys, the toy figures that they sold at those times. And then the two on the left, there's one that is, so the first one is supposed to be his first year costume before we saw him in the Batman. And then the one next to it, I freaking forgot. It's a callback to something. I'll remember later, but yeah, there's all kinds of little cool Easter eggs. What did you guys think of the whole freaking trailer?
Dude, I thought it was epic. I like put the freaking rewind on it and watched it again. I'm like, I cannot wait. I mean, DC's probably going to hit a home run with this one. It just looks fucking amazing. What do you guys think?
I love all the memes that are coming out from it.
Oh, yeah. For sure, dude.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is going to be one of those movies. It's going to be weird, right?
I think we're going to see a lot more cameos that we hadn't even. They're not going to show us at all until we get to actually watch the film. So I can't wait to see all that shit.
I heard of a lot of cameos that are going to be in this. How many they actually keep now that they're changing stuff, I don't know. I hope they keep most of it. I hope most of the cameos have no real story bending issues. Like, doesn't really affect the story at all. It's just that
it's already being filmed though at this point.
Well, they're all been filmed. There's multiple scenes. Like Ben Affleck has shot a scene. You saw him in there. I heard Henry Cavill shot a scene, but I heard that's not going to be in it.
We'll see.
Motherfucker.
Oh shit.
And then what else have I heard? I have heard there's more than 2 Flashes in this movie.
I say that Monday that Christian Bale shows up.
You think he shows up? Is that what you said?
A cameo, small cameo. I think he shows up.
We'll see.
Or even just like a flash of him going into the future or past, right?
Yeah. So I already heard that when he enters, I don't know what they're gonna call it. I don't the Speed Force, the Hyper Time, whatever the hell they're gonna call it, Hyper Force. They're supposed to see the history of DC movies throughout that scene,
okay.
Right? Like, so it'll canonize every DC movie that ever existed, basically. So, I mean, we could see Constantine, we can see Swamp Thing.
The USA Virgin.
There's all kinds of stuff that we can see.
Oh my
It'd be really weird. We could definitely see Christopher Reeve Superman, stuff like that. I definitely can see that. We can even see who's the other Superman? Brandon Routh?
Halle Berry Catwoman. That's what I want to see, bro.
That would be interesting. I want to know if they would actually acknowledge that as part of the universe. Because that one's a little out there. But yeah, there's a lot of rumors that I hope come true. Because there's a couple of people I want to see in it that have nothing to do with any kind of storyline, wouldn't affect it. I just want to see them in it. I want to see the TV Flash in there. I want to see the original TV Flash in there.
Damn.
So like, yeah.
The dad from the show.
Yeah, man. Because it's like, it's if it's DC and you're gonna canonize all the other movies, this guy was the first Flash, and you're doing a Flash movie. He was the first live action Flash, basically.
No.
That's just my childhood speaking, though.
Well, then you gotta mention Christopher Reeve, not Christopher Reeve, the original Reeve Superman from the 50s.
Oh, yeah. From the TV. That would be awesome too.
Yeah.
I really would. That would be awesome. I've watched all this stuff, so yeah, hell yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Can't wait.
I do, I do want to point something out. I like the fact that they have the gray and blue Batman outfit, suit. Yeah. That's cool. Ben Affleck's gonna be wearing that. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, son of a bitch! I knew it would come to me. That second one on the left, that's also a gray and blue suit that Keaton had in his universe. Yeah, so he had his own version.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Okay, but yeah, that I can't wait to see it. Oh, their other thing is his Batwing. Before it used to be a 1-person seater. Now he has 3 seats in there.
Damn.
Was there a Robins? Or was he rescuing people? Did someone sit in it? Was Catwoman with him?
What if it's Prince, dude? From... oh, Jesus Christ.
Caught me off guard. Oh yeah, the Adam West, right? That's it. One of them has an Adam West kind of symbol on it. It's the first one. That's it, I think. Yeah, the first one has a different bat symbol on it.
I like my answer.
Yeah, good call, Apollo. Yeah, I can't. I actually wasn't as excited until I rewatched it a couple of more times. I was like, all right. I can't wait.
Yeah, dude. It's going to be good. It's beginning of summer, bro. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
All right, man. Boom. And Aaron, tell everybody where they can find you. We're about to put up your information right now, brother. We want to thank you for giving us your time, brother, and rolling with us on the show. We know you're over in Texas, man, so.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun being on the show. You can catch me on IG or whatnot at Yeezy. It's the nickname from college, so that's a whole story. My band has links on YouTube and on Spotify as well. The band is called State of Filth. We're actually about to release 3 new tracks. They're currently being mixed right now. I'm working on a music video for it as well. So I'll have that edited up. Yeah. So I'll have that edited up in a bit. I mean, it's not like a full production video, but like something like to throw on YouTube or whatever. And then tomorrow night I'll be on Near Nirvana for Long Story Short. Friday late at night I'll be on Drunken Chat, which is on the Mighty Mail V channel, and then on Saturday I will be on Beyond Wednesdays for Modern Comic Mayhem.
Nice.
You're everywhere, bro.
With the
I know,
right? Yes, busy guy.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot of fun. I'm not creating as much content as I was like throughout COVID because I was doing like the Prospect 10 stuff and then Dealer Flip Side. So
I remember when you were on a different channel.
Yeah, I do plan to bring back a game show at some point in time. I just haven't worked on it enough to like do a full-on show, but like sure. I'm sure that'll show up on one of the many channels I'm associated with at this point.
Yeah, you and your no deal and no deal.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun, like wearing a suit and stuff like that on camera. So the real secret was like, I never tucked in my shirt whenever I was wearing a suit. So
always wear shorts.
Yeah, I mean, because it's too hot in Texas to wear a suit all year round. So I would wear the jacket, and have the tie. Shirt was never tucked in. It'd be lucky if I was wearing pants.
Yeah, dude, that's the way to rock, man.
I mean, that's the best thing about being on the podcast, right? Right. You only see the chest up.
Yeah, man, perfect.
You gotta be comfortable.
I don't even have shorts on right now.
Jeff just outed himself right now. Jeez, Jeff.
Are you kidding me? There's a reflection behind me. You know by now.
He's on my pantalones.
It's like, I gotta stand up and grab something.
Damn. There's too much glass behind me. That's not gonna work, bro.
But But yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, check him out. He's in a band. He does whatnot. He's on all these YouTube channels. It's cool. Yeah. And I've been watching for a long time, so it's finally great to have you on here.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me. Yeah, and then across all social medias, it's UZE. The only one that's not like that is my Facebook, but I hardly use that anyways. So.
UZE.
Yeah, not a lot of people use it anymore.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you, Aaron, so much for being on the show. Steve, Big Rob, what's coming up?
All right, man. Let's get these upcoming shows, man. So tomorrow, long story short, go ahead and check you some. Again, guys, if you're in the hobby and you're, like at a crossroads or you're wanting to kind of educate yourselves, I highly recommend you check tomorrow's show out. Again, getting a collector's perspective that has done it for longer and is into like mixture of things. It's great knowledge that can be bestowed upon you and it can help you, make a educated guess into what happens next. Friday, guys, you guys got to hit the girls with Nearing Nerdvana and the variety show, usually around 6:30. Highly recommend you check the girls out. They always put on a good show as well. Let's go ahead and hit Big Rob. Hit him with it, baby.
All right. Saturday morning Toy Blocks, 10 a.m. West Coast, 1 p.m. Eastern. Join me, Steve, Jeff, and our boy Charlie. We'll discuss this week's solicitations, pre-orders, and new releases in the toy world like NECA, Sideshow, Hot Toys, Hasbro, Mattel, Barbie, Hot Wheels, Lego, Funko, all that. We'll review all this week's new stuff and nerd out.
All right.
Birdbird, I still have J-Rod's coming back from grading, so.
Oh, can't wait to see those.
Jeff, hit him with it, brother.
All right. Well, if you tune in on Monday after watching episode 6 on Sunday of The Last of Us, we will review it at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have our panel here, our good guests. We got Steve, we got Charlie, and we got Hyper Combo Comics from Comic Kingpins. So tune in, check it out. Remember, we are going to spoil it, so please watch it beforehand or tune in and watch it after you've actually watched the episode.
Oh, yeah. All right. And Big Rob, you want to hit him with this one too?
Yes, sir. On Monday night, 6:30 West Coast, 9:30 East Coast. Join us for Cover Lovers when it's me, Alonzo, Jeff again, and Mike Morello from CBSI joins us, and we'll discuss upcoming weeks best incentives or worst incentives, and also store variants. So it's usually a blast. We'll destroy an artist or we'll build them into a god. So we'll figure it out and join us 6:30 on the West Coast, 9:30 on the East Coast, Monday nights.
And then you got Comic Book Women with the Market Report. Guys, you got to love it, man. They pick beloved characters with their current trends. And again, you're also looking at the Market Report. So if you have some of these gems, you can make some coin. You can make educated decisions on getting into the next, PC, like a book for your PC. Again, you guys got to get that additional information.
Yeah, Ant-Man movie's coming out this week, and they talked about good old Cassie Lang.
They sure did.
Check out that last episode.
Yeah, I love how they deep dive. Yeah, I love how they deep dive on just characters that and their timings are really good on it as well.
Absolutely.
All right, Jeff, Big Rob, what do we got going on here, man?
Well, go ahead, Big Rob.
Yeah, this is March 12th on Sunday. Your Men's Sundays. Join. I'll be there. Jeff will be there. A bunch of folks here in Southern California.
And Steve will be there.
Steve will be there. This is, in my opinion, this is the best Southern California comic book show. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Brookhurst Community Center in Anaheim, California. That's the right time, right? I'm sure.
Yeah, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's free to get in, free parking, tons and tons and tons of vendors there, professional folks who travel across the country, and little guys like me and Jeff, we're just selling our comic book collection. So, you know, I'd highly recommend, if you're into comic books, stop by this show and you'll definitely will not regret it. 10 a.m. 4 p.m. Sunday, March 12th. Near Men's Sundays, also they have an IG. Check out their IG, so follow them on IG. Near Men's Sundays, same name. And yeah.
Yeah, there's like a list of people who are going to be there at the show. That's not all of them, but I mean, you got people like Azor's Tiger going to be there, Coffee and a Comic, Nakazo Comics, you know, like all kinds of Diesel Dan, Shortbox. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Good times.
Hell yeah, dude. Bam. And then let us not forget, you use code Nerdvana14 for 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents, guys. For new members and basic members only. Again, you guys, cover price is an excellent tool, especially if you're coming into the hobby. You don't know where you're going. They'll lead you the way. They will never lead you astray. So use Nerdvana 14 for 30 days of unlimited cover price at only 99 cents, y'all. All right. And then Bird City Comics, guys. If you hit TNH10, you'll save 10% off of your purchase using code TNH10 at checkout. It's not for any new releases, but if you go back in the catalog and you might have missed a book, guess what? You never know. That book could get hot, but you'll save yourself 10% by using TNH10. Right. And then, Big Rob, hit him with the last one, my brother.
Yeah, stop by displaygeek.com and save 10% when you type in the word Team Nerdherd on your first purchase of their beautiful Funko Pop displays, which Jeff always shows in the background. So type in the word Team Nerdherd and save 10% on your first purchase of their Funko Pop displays at displaygeek.com. Check it out.
All right. And I think that's it, man. I think that's it. Aaron, man, we want to thank you for giving us your time, man, and rolling with us, man. We really appreciate it. And, you know, Jeff put something in the private chat, man. I'm sure if you saw it, but can you take us out Team Nerdherd style, brother?
All right. If you want to do it right, collect what you like.
Man, thank you again, man.
Way.
Take it easy, y'all.